and another one gone. Since I popped out the womb, I rocked the room. I'm walking like I talk it till I'm rotting in a tomb. My heart goes hard, too large, but still pumping. Used to hold back tears, now I kill to feel something. They say I got privilege, I'll be making moves. I'll be making moves.
Okay, let's.
Doing well.
Fuck. No.
Uh,
No. I lost it, chat. Chat, I lost it. My second song. No. Shit. This is bad. My second song. No. There we go.
Today is crazy, I don't know where it's going. My brain is hazy, there ain't no way of knowing. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. I'm a time bomb, ticking time bomb. Ticking time bomb, I'm a ticking time bomb. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. I got a long dick and a short fuse. If I talk shit, I get more views. I'm cold-blooded, wearing worn shoes. And if I'm feeling trapped, I'ma snap. Just wanna warn you what you want to. I'll fight you out of boredom, acting like some baby, so maybe I should've bored him. Let God sort him. Excalibur, pull the sword from the body of the stone, deboned, post-mortem. Don't panic, I'll take my fucking Xanax. When I'm manic, I'm aligned with all the planets. Live beyond my means, but I mean I'm living lavish. I'll kick you in the face before I kick my fucking habits. Today is crazy, I don't know where it's going. My brain is hazy, there ain't no way of knowing. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. I'm a time bomb, ticking time bomb. Ticking time bomb, I'm a ticking time bomb. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. Feeling frisky, get with me for scum bumping. A little whiskey, get busy, the blood's pumping. Going Bowser on a peach one-upping. I'm just a dumb dumpling looking to hump something. My toxic trait is talking straight. Hey, good luck. It don't make sense, but it can still make a buck. Real people turn to prophets and they're fake as fuck. They turn a profit off the honest and then rake it up. This Percocet ain't working yet, I need a rest. You're playing checkers, they're out here playing chess. We playing Pokemon, smoking on the very best. We want it all, why do we settle for less? Today is crazy, I don't know where it's going. My brain is hazy, there ain't no way of knowing. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. I'm a time bomb, ticking time bomb. Ticking time bomb, I'm a ticking time bomb. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. Tired of being ghosted, no squirter, she's a slimer. I'm a rapscallion, half stallion, social climber. Nerdy nickel dimer and a dirty rotten rhymer. I'ma keep on dropping like I'm Robert Oppenheimer. All this time been ticking and I'm due to explode. Hell, I'll give you the digits to my nuclear code. They say let him cook, I ain't new to the stove. In the kitchen, cutthroat, then I shoot and reload. Prescription's empty, tempt me with that bullshit. I ain't half as crazy as these other cats I roll with. To death, Russian roulette with a full clip. But hey, today could be a good day, don't trip. Today is crazy, I don't know where it's going. My brain is hazy, there ain't no way of knowing. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from exploding. I'm a time bomb, ticking time bomb. Ticking time bomb, I'm a ticking time bomb. Whistle blowing, fists are throwing. Maybe you could save me from
chat? How's it going today on this fine, beautiful Friday? It's the end of the week. Thank God. I know it makes everybody happy. The weekend's here. Let's go. So I was gonna stream yesterday, but I just didn't get around to it. Also partially because I have a crippling battleship addiction. I'm serious about that. It's very intense. The campaign in Battleship? Yes, there's a campaign in Battleship. It's very difficult. Okay? I'm on mission 24 out of 30. I'm 82% through. I can't beat this stupid AI. It pisses me. It's not even a real person. Chat, it's not even a real person. I am losing to Battleship AI. It's a problem. But when you're the best, you know. Anyway, I want to get this out of the way real quick. In case Billy's fans, any of Billy's friends, anyone Billy adjacent sees this, I'm not going to be attacking Mr. Fridge, okay? It's not going to be an attack on Billy. We're just talking about the situation at hand. Okay? Okay. Shut up, people. You don't know shit. So I have Locale Live from, I want to say, this is Wednesday, and then I have where Rewind talks about it a little bit that night. I don't have anything pulled up from Tuesday, or not Tuesday, Sunday, whatever the day in question is. I think it was Sunday morning. But we'll go from here, and then if we need to, we'll pull something up. Let me swap-de-doo. There we go. I fixed this. Okay, so this is Locale Live. They're gonna start talking about the Billy situation. Not sweeping people, because I have some stuff on both sides. I don't agree with everything. I don't disagree with everything either. And you know, sometimes that's okay. Some people say it's being in the middle, whatever. Fence sitting, kind of. I don't know. But let's dive into this, shall we? Shall we, chat? Dive into this.
Let's get into the main story in the LCU. Billy and the alleged drunk driving. Let me say this. You know, I've gotten way more information since we talked about what happened. But to get everyone up to speed with the story, Billy the Fridge and Rastov did a stream on Balls titled "Billy's Drunk" on Sunday morning.
All right, so bad start there, okay? Because part of the argument is Billy was trolling them, right? I don't know why. Like, if it's trolling, to be fair, they didn't know Billy was going to go out to the car, right? So Billy started the stream, I think, at his computer. The Locale Balls stream where this took place is gone, right? So we're kind of screwed. There's no, it's all hearsay unless you were watching. So what I believe happened is at some point he said he was going to bed, and he came back at his car. And then that's when this whole drunk driving thing started. But the claim is, which he's going to get into, is he waited 45-ish minutes once he got in the car. Okay, but we'll go from here.
And this was a long night of him doing live streams on Rewind where he was, in fact, drinking. Now, Billy, Xylee, and Rastov say Billy didn't drink for well over 2 hours before he got behind a vehicle and actually streamed driving to get breakfast. Like Yo Mama, Savage Roxy say it was like an hour. All right. Regardless,
I think it was more than an hour. Because, first of all, if the 45-minute thing is true, 45 minutes, whatever, in Balls, right? So there's 40 plus. Plus, I don't know when his last drink was during the last part of the Rewind stream, but it was an hour long, right? So there's also time, plus the time in between the Rewind and the Ball stream. I don't know how much time was in between that, but, thank you, K-Huck. But, I don't think it was instant. I think it was maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Mitch's stream died, so now you're here. Good. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for killing your stream for my stream. I appreciate it, pal.
if he was good to drive or not, which Billy says he was definitely good to drive, and I believe him and I trust him. All right, regardless.
But okay, I know I'm already pausing a lot, right? But this is just the intro. I got to get all the beginning stuff out. I feel like majority of drunk people say they feel fine when they're not, right? I have known a laundry list of people who get put in this fucking situation, right? Like, yeah, I feel fine to drive, oh, you know, and then they start fucking zigzagging down the street, and now you're fucking sitting in jail. Cold cuffs. But some people are fine. Some people are fine, and they cruise down the street like normal, don't get stopped, and go about their business. And that's what Billy did. Was he fine? I don't know. I really don't. But we're going to keep going, and we're going to find out.
The title of that stream said Billy drunk, and he drove within under an hour in that stream. And that is a channel termination potential event, right? Because YouTube's not going to take any time to try to figure out if he was good to drive or not. Yeah. You just look at the title, and then in the action in the stream, and bam, like the channel could have been taken.
100% people. Every drunk person says that, right? They'll say, oh, I'm fine, whatever. You're not fine. It's either I feel fine to drive or I felt. Right? If you say you felt fine, I think you're lying. It's the same thing, just different tense. I don't know what I meant. I mean, like, you either say you feel fine or you get pulled over and you look like a clown. Or worse, right? Like, so much shit can happen, right? I don't know. Yeah, every drunk person says they're fine to drive. It's not true. I agree, Medley, which we'll get into. He's 6 feet and 600 pounds, so it's going to take a lot to get him drunk. I agree. What I don't agree with, and this is what we eventually go into on the stream, is they pull up this blood alcohol calculator, right? And with 12 shots at Billy's 600 pounds, he's under the legal limit, right? Could that be true? Probably, right? But Billy's also has a pacemaker, which on its own might not be anything, but he's taking medicine. How much medicine do we think Billy is taking? Like, I'm not going to sit here and, like, you know, go into details and stuff. I don't know, right? I don't care to know. But I'm saying everyone who's saying he's 600 pounds and that's it, wrong. Billy take like all the fucking medicine he takes. Fucking, I'm sure something changes there, right? Could he still be under the legal limit? Sure. But there's still, I'm not saying it's guaranteed that he wasn't, just because the calculator that they end up pulling out is, you know, whatever. But there's another point, but I'll wait till we get to it because I don't remember it right now.
Down for that. Now, obviously, the stream's been deleted and like all this stuff, and
this is why I wanted to stream yesterday. I just never got around to it. I have a lot of thoughts.
Truly believe that he was not drunk and he was good to drive. I trust him on that. But where I'm coming from is Billy put everybody's jobs at risk. You know, everybody on Cafe, Queens, Test, here, all the shows and all the hosts. Like, he could have got that channel terminated, which could cause all these other channels to get terminated. You know?
I think you're sleeping. Like, with this whole allegedly. Like, I went back and like did a little research of my own. He drunk 75% of a bottle of bourbon. A bottle of bourbon is 750 milliliters, right? The average intake of that's recommended for a bottle of bourbon is 1.5.
And to be fair, right? Like, again, it's different circumstances for everyone, right? Boogie he's 350 and he got fucking destroyed because of the medicine he took at fat camp, right? Do you guys remember that stream when they were cooking? It was like the cooking stream they did. They were eating like chicken or some shit, and Boogie was drunk out of his mind after, I don't even think it was that much. I don't even think it was that much, but would you guys let Boogie drive if he chilled out for an hour? I know 350 and 600 is a huge difference, and Boogie doesn't drink often. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
5 ounces. There's 25.4 ounces in a bottle of bourbon. He literally had something along the lines of 13 shots in him. 2 hours or not, he's drunk as fuck.
This is what he said.
I agree. The online calculator is bullshit. It gives us a good idea of the average 600-pound person, but Billy is, well, I mean, to be fair, I don't know the fucking condition of the average, right? But, like, there's a lot of fans who are, like, pretend like they know everything, right? I don't know everything. But I'm not going to rate it off just because part of it is true. Like, part of him being 600 pounds means that he'll be fine a lot sooner. Sure, that's true. But again, there's other things in this situation.
He said he took 8 shots and they weren't full shots. And the bottle was not new, all right? So that bottle was already, there was like 25% of that bottle gone and about 25% of that bottle left. So he's saying, I drank about half that bottle.
Okay, so you drink half a bottle of bourbon and you think you're good in 2 hours to drive? Could you take 8 shots of bourbon right now and be good in 2 hours?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's because he's used to it. I'm not going to lie. He wouldn't be fine. He would drive. But, well, haven't somebody swerved at him? I don't know.
I think he might think he would.
In my mind, yes. If I blew, probably not.
Do you think Willie, with 8 shots of bourbon in him, would have passed a drunk driving test?
I don't know.
I'm talking about blowing into the breathalyzer, not the actual field sobriety.
I know this. If I stop drinking for 2 hours and I'm eating and I eat something, I'm as sober as sober can be. There's no sign of me drinking anymore.
Yeah, the rewind stream is still up, right? If somebody wanted to, it's a long stream. There'd be a lot of time, but you can sit there and you can count how many shots or how much he drinks, right? It's very tedious. I'm not doing it. I don't give a shit that much, right? But you can go do it and you can see how much he drank. Because a lot of numbers are going to get thrown around here. 8 shots, 12 shots, 6 shots, 6 ounces. Like, it's going to get really confusing eventually with the numbers. Honestly, just ignore those. It's like, it's just whatever. It's either he was drunk or he wasn't, right? It doesn't matter.
My brain and my talking and anything. I am sober.
The rewind stream is gone too? The 1 hour one or the 7 hour one? Or both? Why? I know the ball stream is gone because, you know, isn't it crazy? One of the biggest shows on YouTube can do something like this in front of a huge audience, and I'm not saying anything should happen here, but like one of the biggest shows on YouTube, and you just delete it and you're fine. That's bananas.
But I don't know. I don't know because everyone is different.
You're right, Peepaw.
Everyone is different, so I don't know. People
I know this. If he got into a minor traffic accident, like say he rear-ended somebody at a stoplight, he would be charged with like vehicular assault because he would have.
Why did he leave to begin with? He wanted food, and I guess he didn't want to DoorDash or Uber Eats. I don't know.
Breathalyzer.
Well, even if he was under the limit, he would be charged because that would just be driving not intoxicated.
Once an accident, I'm talking about they would actually call it assault, like assault and battery.
What if you're under the legal limit? I don't know. What do I know?
Because when you're drunk, it actually increases the charge. You would get the DOI, you would get assault with a deadly weapon and stuff like that.
There's too many variables that we're never going to know. You know, he is a 600-pound person, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and being fat doesn't make you deal alcohol better. Him being 6'2" does, because he has more body to like send the alcohol through the blood, right? Because like getting drunk is how much alcohol is in your blood, right? Like and how well your liver can process it. Billy being 600 pounds don't mean shit about drinking.
Look, Wings, you might be right.
Well, apparently it does when we pull out this calculator.
But how are we ever going to fucking?
But isn't it so much better that Wings is back, so we have somebody to fucking push back for once? For once, it's not just Boogie sucking off Keem and Razdov sucking off Keem. Like, not pushing back against Keem, by the way. I'm just against people in general, right? Everyone used to say nobody wants to attack Billy, they always go for Xylee. Well, guess what? You got it. For sure here. Yo Mama's going after Billy. Wings was going after Billy for a little bit here. Like, there you go. Wanted people to go after Billy, we got it.
No.
Oof.
Here's the thing. We're arguing over something that we're never going to fucking know.
And it's already over.
Yeah.
100% people.
I just think it's a bad.
You don't gotta agree with what he did to appreciate that he's here.
Look to
Oil
speak
now.
for this man when he obviously did it. I mean, like a 600-pound man doesn't do anything in moderation. I'm a 400-pound man and I don't do shit in moderation. I got 1, 2, 3 soda cans on my desk today.
I got a question.
Jeez.
Do you think I'm sweeping for him?
Yes, I do.
Because I say that I believe him when he says that he thought he was good to drive?
Right. And like that's like me. Remember when Blade drunk could drive? Like, and he was like driving around people, calling like black
Yes.
people the N-word throughout the window and
I
stuff.
was watching that live.
He thought he was good to drive too. He wasn't. He even said in the thing, "I'm good to drive."
That's what all drunk people say. I'm good to drive, don't worry, it's no big deal. I do this all the time, you know, but whatever the fuck.
What are you You think, Boogie?
I believe Billy, but then again, I'm really close to it because I'm friends with Billy. And I also just really want Billy to be right. Because the Billy I know would not endanger somebody's life. The Billy I know, this is the guy who's literally been over backwards and given up everything he's had to help people in his entire life. So that doesn't seem, Billy does not seem to me like.
Midnight, you're right. Okay? You're right. 100%. You have absolutely no sympathy in this situation, but you like Billy. I agree. I don't care. I'm not going to defend what Billy did. But I also, like, I don't know. I wasn't, again, Lolcow is really good at putting you in this situation where you can't know the 100% truth. We just know what it looks like, right? At face value. And it's shitty, right? I don't like what he did. I'm not happy about it, right? Still a Billy fan. I still love Billy. I still like his music. The 2 songs I played in the intro are my favorite Billy songs. They're fucking great. Very catchy. I love them.
The kind of person that would wake up one day and say, it's worth killing a family of 3 in order to get breakfast. That's not my Billy, period.
But most people drunk don't make the best choices. That's why it's called liquid courage.
Yeah, but
it makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
They absolutely did not make a good choice. The fucking title is Billy's Drunk.
100%. Worst case scenario, this entire Lolcow thing gets swept. Disappeared. If Billy got pulled over or whatever, either way they would have deleted the stream and tried, right? But, like, let's say YouTube caught it before they deleted the stream, which is still an insane thing, right? All of these shows probably gone. Keem would try and, say, well, maybe just rewind or like maybe a strike, I don't know. But he would try, right? What Billy did really could have fucked up the network. Really. And there's a lot of money in this network right now. That would have been so bad. So bad.
And then he drove. And within under an hour.
Oh, I forgot about that. How the title of the video was Billy's drunk driving stream or some shit like that.
Okay,
like they knew
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Binda. That's rough.
about it.
Okay, so here's the thing. There was some miscommunication. There was a rumor that the title was Billy's Drunk Driving. That's not true. That is not what the title was.
No, the title, I remember seeing it. I saw it while it was live. I just wasn't watching because I don't care about watching balls. It was literally like Billy's drunk and then some emojis.
Title was still horrible, Billy's drunk, and then he drove within under an hour of that stream. So it's like it's as bad as it could be, It's still horrible.
I mean, I still think the punishment of no one drinking and no one smoking and no one being able to do shit, and that being Billy and Rastov's and Xylee's fault is a good step in the.
You hate Billy's attitude during this? Yeah, but that's kind of how you have to. I'm not crazy about it, but that's kind of how you have to deal with it, That's how you get through it. You can't just like. I don't know. It's a hard battle, but I feel like I understand what he's doing. I think he knows he fucked up, but he's also like trying to keep the wheels going,
In the right direction. The most important thing is that Billy never even pretends to do it again. Period. Don't even joke about it.
Well, he won't. I know he won't.
No, of course
but
not.
I don't really know what the right thing to do is.
Well, you can't fire him over it. I don't think that's the right thing to do, right? You made a mistake. This universe is about setting your mistake.
Well,
Here's what you should do.
Let's let Wings cook. Wings, you're Keemstar. What do you do?
I ban Billy from drinking the rest of his life. If he ever gets caught drinking anything ever, he's
All
fired.
right, Wings. There's no way you can enforce that. All right, Keem jokingly did it with Mountain Dew and Boogie, whatever, but the rest of his life is insane. It is bananas, right? And I know maybe people who actually drink and drive should do that, but for someone online, like over whatever, to tell you to do that is kind of wild. Like, I don't know.
Because one, you're helping this man who's obviously deals with moderation.
I'm sure he's sorry. He almost fucked up all of his friends. Like, Keem, he's known for 15 years. He almost fucked him over, losing probably close to 6 figures a month. He almost fucked over Xylee, his co-host. He almost fucked over all the other co-hosts. Baha, the person who runs all the back-end like website and merch and all that. I think they have some artists. They have docket members, which, they don't get paid, but they're there and they're volunteering all their time, and it would just be wasted, wouldn't it? Like, all of these things are at risk because of what he did.
in consumption issues, probably help change his life. And two, it gives him a reason to help change his life. That's what I would do.
Am I planning on going over Billy's statement on Rewind? if it's from Wednesday, I have it pulled up where they start talking about it. So, I think so.
I mean, you can't control what he does when he's off stream.
I mean,
But to be
it's
fair,
up
they
to
were
him.
talking about it on Tuesday and all that too, on Rewind specifically. This is just whenever it got to Locale Live.
It's up to him to determine if he agrees to those
Quantum
terms.
Chris
But yeah, you
super
can.
chatted
I mean, it's all a
Billy's
contract.
had actual drunk streams where he slept afterward. His functioning while driving didn't imply he's still drunk. Bad optics once the ball stream started though. Don't know why the trolling kept going after that point. Really and friends super chatted $20. The question we're failing to ask here is how good of a drunk driver Billy is. Maybe I'm some sort of sociopath, but I feel
Wow.
like the problem is more with jeopardizing the channel than the moral failing of the crime.
Can I speak on that?
Kim called Billy and Razov while he was driving. Did he? I didn't know that. But also, Keem barely reads, but this is all hindsight, right? We all look at everything with hindsight, and we should have did this, should have did that. That's why, like, when people say, oh, should we blame Xylee and Razov too? I mean, Razov is co-host, a little bit more of a responsibility. Xylee wasn't really, like, she'd already streamed for 8 hours, right? Like, I give her a little bit more of a break.
People drink drive all the fucking time, and it's illegal for a reason. If people didn't do it, we wouldn't make it illegal. It's just one of those things people don't do, right? So the reality of it is
wrong.
this kind of shit
Ton of people do it.
happens. Thank God nobody got hurt. Don't do it. Don't do it again. 100%. But yeah, there's a
Jason C. super chatted $20. Punish everyone for his mistake. That's BS.
No, it's not. No, it's not because they all know it's him. He's the reason that caused it.
But because no one got hurt, yes, now the biggest issue is the livelihoods of the 24 other people that work in this network. That is the new biggest issue.
I just don't know what the I don't know what the right thing to do is because firing him, I mean, that just seems like insane, you know?
Yeah, that's not an option. Again, you got to give him a chance for redemption.
The suspension, right? Then that's avoiding accountability.
I get it. I think firing is a bit harsh, right? Not for what he did, but for what Locale is, right? But he also put every channel at risk. All of this could be gone. All of it. Wiped, banned, gone. Could be, but it's not.
You're just on a vacation. I just don't know what to do. But I also feel very confident that nothing like this is ever going to fucking happen again with him.
Yep.
You know? Reaper said optics over morals and stuff like that. You guys got to understand that I do have to wear like the boss hat, so I have to look at it like a certain way, and then I can be Dan Keem and look at it another way. I got to look at it two different ways.
This way. Say you worked in a nuclear reactor, and there's safeguards for the nuclear reactor not to
Yeah,
overload.
you can do, like, I don't like this either. Like, you can do parallels all day. Like, say if it was in this situation with these circumstances, right? We can do that. I don't like that.
But you decide to go around one of those safeguards and put everybody in the plant's life at jeopardy. Do you let that guy go just because he didn't actually melt down the reactor? Because that's essentially the same apples to apples here. Billy didn't slide into a family of 3 while he was going for his Waffle House. But there's a chance that it could have happened on stream, and it would look
Fresh
hella
NBA
bad for the
guys.
entire...
Actually, you know what, Wings? I feel like you should fire that guy, honestly. If he's skipping, like, safety protocols or whatever, in a did you say a nuclear plant?
family just because he didn't actually one of those safeguards. Say you worked in a nuclear reactor, and there's
Nuclear reactor? You're skipping safety measures in a nuclear reactor? Bro.
plant's life at jeopardy. Do you let that guy go just because he didn't actually melt down the reactor? Because
Yes. Probably.
that's essentially the same apples to apples here. Billy didn't slide into a family of 3 while he was going for his Waffle House. But there's a chance that it could have happened on stream, and it would look
Fresh
hella
NBA
bad for the
guys
entire
super chatted
network.
$19.99. Keem, if it was any other
If I go and try and, you know, game over someone in Minecraft because I failed, should I not be arrested? Like, that's kind of, again, that's another parallel that you're using. I just did it to you. I think all of these are horrible examples.
host, you know you would fire them.
Yeah, probably.
Let's be honest.
I am being honest. Yeah, I probably would fire them.
Yeah, it's because Keem and Billy are friends and they go way back, which I don't blame him for.
And that's just the truth.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I know. Drinking and driving sucks. It's a disgusting thing. Right? But I would hope that my friend, well, I would say friend at this point, but someone I've known for over 15 years would give me a little more grace than some random host that they know, you know, on the network. Yeah, you don't have to treat everybody equally. It sucks for the other person, right? But I'm not going to treat everyone like my best friend, and I'm not going to treat my best friend like everybody like a stranger, you know? It's just not how the world works.
I'm being biased.
Me too. He's my friend.
Without a shadow of a doubt. That's literally the truth. You know, just like people have different like.
Lowkey 928 super chatted $19.99. Remember, kids, don't drink and drive. Drink before you drive.
You gotta understand is I gotta look at this thing as a whole, you know, and it's like if I fire Billy, that's really gonna hurt all the other channels.
Hold up.
So it also makes Eiley quit because Eiley said if Billy goes, she goes. She didn't say that recently, but she's always said if Billy leaves Rewind, then there is no Rewind.
Like Xylee, like Rastov, firing him hurts those people.
Well, it's gonna hurt every channel, every single channel in the network. You know, he does add value to everyone's channels.
Here's how we can figure this out. How about we get Billy on, right? Have him drink 8 shots of bourbon, wait 2 hours, and then do a breathalyzer on stream and see where he was at.
Listen, I love this idea. I think this is a hilarious idea. It's great for content. It's great for lolcow. It's great for everything all around. But listen, I genuinely do. I hate how they go about this. It's so stupid.
I love that, but let's say.
Yeah, 100%. You're biased to people you know. You're biased to people you're friends with, right? Some situations you shouldn't be, which is fair, because some things are just too far, right? And maybe this is one of those for you, right? Everyone's different, right? Everyone looks at everything different. That's why there's problems in the world. I know it sounds really stupid, simple, and really fucking dumb at face value, but it's true, right? People have problems because people have different viewpoints on everything, right? Some things you can be right and wrong about. Some things are just opinions, right?
Let's say he's found guilty.
Know.
There's no turning back. There's no fucking turning back.
Natalie super chatted $19.99.
I'm telling you.
Be a boss or a friend.
Now,
You can
I can go one further. I'll let him eat like an all-star breakfast from Waffle House in that 2-hour period.
Okay, wings, that's like the smartest idea you've ever had in your life because it's...
That's an all-star breakfast at Waffle House. Holy shit, that sounds so good. By the way, have you guys seen how expensive Waffle House is now? I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it.
It's not only going to give us the answer, but it's also going to be content. Like, my content brain's cooking right now. But here's the thing.
Oh,
let's
100%.
say
you should be harder on the people you love, especially if you know they can handle it. If you know that you being harder on them will improve them in the end, 100%.
Blows, and he's above the legal limit, right? What then?
And friends super chatted $20.
Now you're forcing me
one
to...
of the best broadcasting talents in the LCU. Firing him would be a huge mistake from a quality perspective.
I don't think he should be fired.
They're just trading Billy to a fun day with the all-star breakfast. Billy, make it 2.
But I think he most definitely needs to have some level of accountability here.
All right, so listen. I like this. Okay. We order the breathalyzer. 8 shots.
You can get him at Walgreens.
By the way, he was doing half shots, just so you know. So it's really 4 shots. He was doing half shots.
Let's do your equation. You said it was 75% of the bottle left. He drank 50% of the bottle. 50% of the bottle is 12 ounces, 12 and a half ounces. So have him drink 12 and a half ounces of bourbon.
12.
Does that seem fair? Does that seem like a fair test?
Wait, I can figure this out. A shot is 2 ounces. A shot.
Well, technically it's 1.5 ounces, but a heavy shot's 2.
2, 4, 6.
I think we need more
shots.
information from him.
With his math, it's just over 8 shots, like 8.5 shots.
Scientifically, we need to go to those streams and see exactly how much he drank because this test will not be fair unless we know the.
Your Waffle House was burnt down 3 times? Holy shit.
Fucking exact amount.
That's
we
wild.
have to. Okay, this is how we do it. Let's see what that bottle looks like when he takes his first shot and how much is in that bottle. Then we'll get that exact bottle and we'll get that exact amount and we'll see where it is at the end. All right. We have to do this scientifically right because if he fails, right after the 2 hours and the all-star breakfast, if he fails, he's got to get a week suspension or something.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some punishment if he fails.
I think this is a great content idea. I would watch the shit out of it, right? Is there a lot of opportunity to fake it or make it, whatever? Yeah, sure. It could be a pre-opened bottle. It could, it could be fucking whatever, Like, but I don't know. I'd be in it for the content, but let's see how it goes.
Fails.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
I would say 2 weeks because it takes 2 weeks to appeal a strike, but that's just me.
Now, there's another question here. They were trolling, and was it watered down? Was there water in the fucking bottle? I wouldn't put that past Billy and those guys.
Okay, hold on.
They're trolling.
Keemstar from the Locale Live account has tweeted twice, okay, today. And I'm sorry this is off topic, and it's kind of it's a sucky thing to talk about, but I'm trying to find humor in the situation. So, I don't know if all of you are aware, but you might be, about King Cobra. Apparently he passed away last night. It was confirmed today, which sucks. I think he was pretty entertaining. I didn't watch him a lot, but occasionally I would find a clip or whatever, and I was like, that's pretty good. So RIP to him. But Kim has tweeted twice from the Walkout Live account trying to say RIP King Cobra. And every time he's put King Cobra. He forgets the R. So he just puts King Cobra JFS RIP.
Start.
I've also watched Billy drink so much that I was concerned about him dying.
I highly disagree. He starts drinking at the
Kid
top
behind
of
the camera
Queens.
super chatted $19.99. He starts drinking at the top of Queens and
Okay.
does the test on live.
Here's how you do it. You have Billy on Queens, but he's not mic'd up. You just in there and you watch him drink while the show's going on.
Ooh, crossover content.
Look at this little weasel trying to get content. Mike's like, oh, well, if he comes and starts taking shots on Queens, look at him trying to get some extra views. Look at him. Let's see. You fucking weasel.
Andrea Lynn super chatted $20. Have Billy buy a breathalyzer and blow on screen at the start of each show.
Throughout
Yes.
the day.
That
Like
can
he's forced to drink.
I think that should happen whether he does the challenge or not. I think he has to show up like it's fucking, you know, the people who get like so many DUIs, they have the breathalyzer in their car, and then occasionally you have to do it like every so often, sometimes like while you're driving. I think it'd be so funny if Billy had to do that, like he had to pop into a show randomly for like $100 dono, and he had to breathe into a breathalyzer.
Drink for an entire day. Oh my God, our haters are gonna fucking really hate me. One of his hosts got caught drunk driving, so now they're making him drink more as a punishment. Bro, I'm gonna get
Wheelie and friends super chatted $20. What if you get a go-kart place to let you have Billy drive a go-kart after drinking the same amount and he has to
Bro,
complete the course?
okay, guys, stop. You're gonna get us in more trouble, bro. Okay, stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
no.
Riley, stop.
Hey,
bro.
you're
We're
assuming
in
he
enough
can fit in a freaking go-kart.
trouble.
Right.
Be realistic.
Like, Billy's the size of a go-kart. There's no go-kart that's going to fit
Yeah.
Billy the fridge. I'm sorry.
Turkey wings.
They don't make those.
Guys, listen, with the whole me sweeping thing, right? I gotta just be honest with you. I'm gonna have a
Now,
bias
if you want to
towards
get him
Billy
a
Wing,
monster truck, then we can talk.
Boogie, Rastov, Xylee, there's people in here I'm gonna have a fucking bias for. Like it's part of human nature. It's impossible to not be a biased person. It's actually nearly impossible. Okay, I'm gonna, and I'm not trying to sweep. I'm trying to figure out what is the right path here. All right. But I also, when Billy comes to me and says, "Look, man, I was good to drive. I waited like over 2 hours. I did not
Purple
feel
Flip
drunk at
super
all.
chatted $20.
I gotta trust that
He
he's being
needs
honest
punished
with
for
me."
sure, but not fired. Come on, it's not like he's those streamers in France who ended that dude's Minecraft account on Kick over the period of like 10 days.
Yeah.
Maybe no drinking on Rewind and balls for a month.
See, that's pretty reasonable.
Bro, if I was trying to
Snaggletooth
sweep, I
super
wouldn't bring this
chatted
up.
$19.99. He would also need to drink them spaced apart the exact same as the stream and eat theme same stuff he did that day at the same time of day.
Well, we can't. Hold on, motherfucker. So you're telling me that the rewind stream is gone when during this stream, Keen was asking people to go back and like look and do the math and all that? What? Why? I don't know.
Great to have someone that disagrees with Keen back. Thanks, Wings.
Well, he doesn't disagree with me. I agree with him. That's a good idea.
Like, I don't think you should fire Billy at all, but like, I do think there needs to be accountability, and I know he's going to fail this test, but I think it'd be fun to watch. And I don't like the whole idea of like, oh, make him smoke a pack of cigarettes kind of punch where he has to drink heavily. Dude's got a pacemaker in his heart. Let's not make him drink abnormal amounts of alcohol.
Right.
See, here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. I agree with you normally, but he's already drinking. Right? He's already going to drink. It's not like Billy's going to stop drinking in general. And I'm also not saying Billy has an alcohol problem. Well, maybe if he's drinking and driving. Maybe. But it's not like he drinks like every single day, whatever. Right? But I don't like how we're concerned about the pacemaker when in drinking when we weren't before, you know? I don't that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why? I get it, but it was happening already, and we're gonna stop because it wasn't the pacemaker, it's because Billy's issue. You know? I don't think they will or no, I mean, hold on. Let me say this differently. Midna, I think it will be respectful. Today on locale. I also know Billy is a huge King Cobra fan. Actually, funnily enough, crazily enough. So the timing on this is kind of insane. But yeah, Billy is like, I remember he used to talk about it a lot. He really enjoys King Cobra. So he's probably not taking it well. He's had a rough week. The guy, what was his name? King Beers or something? Beard? I don't know what his name was, but I know he was on Drunken Peasants. Billy's just had a rough week with the driving incident. Somebody who was on his old podcast with him, and now King Cobra, who he's a pretty big fan of. It's a rough week. Thanks, Ann. Bye.
Okay, let's get Billy in here because we have to do some research right now with Billy. We have to know exactly how much was drank. All right, can we get Billy in here?
I'm tagging him. I'll text him
I have his number.
We're being told he just quit the Discord.
He didn't. This is
What?
fake.
I mean, over and over again in the chat that he quit the Discord.
That's fake.
Gidget
He
goes,
didn't
Savage
quit.
showed it.
Oh, I got something else to talk about.
I believe him. That
I agree.
he felt that way.
I agree.
Hello?
Hey, Billy, did you quit the Discord?
No. I'm just pulling it over. I'm going to call into Discord.
Okay. All right, buddy. Bye.
See, guys, see how much Billy has learned? He's no longer, even on the phone without pulling over to answer the phone. See, he's learned a lot. By the way, it wasn't.
Hey, I don't know why you're laughing at that, Boogie. You said no jokes should be made about the situation. In the beginning of this, when we first started reacting, you said better not joke about it. So Keem can joke about it. Boogie. Interesting, pal.
illegal for him to be on the phone, Wings. He found out. He looked up the state law. If you're hands-free, it was fine.
Yep.
So,
There's proof that you shouldn't believe everything ChatGPT tells you except for when you're doing therapy.
Billy, can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you. Hopefully I'm not echoing. I had to pull over. I'm outside of a bar, but that was the first place I had to pull over.
Boogie, why are you laughing?
I'm supposed to go.
Why are you laughing, Boogie? You said he cannot joke about it. You said it. You said he better not. You said he better not even joke about it. Why are you laughing at his jokes about it? Boogie, you said you put it. What the fuck?
I'm on my way to pick up some dinner, and this was the first stop I had. I haven't gone in the bar. It's just the only place I could safely park to call in.
Wow.
I'm trying to be safe.
Way to stick to your morals, pal.
Billy, we have decided that no one in the LCU will be drinking until further notice, except for you. We want to run the experiment. We want you to have the 8 shots, wait the time it was. We have to get all the science together. We have to figure out how much alcohol you drank, how long did you wait until you didn't have the alcohol, and then we want to do a breathalyzer to just know.
How about we get our facts straight first, get all the information?
Uh-oh.
So, because it wasn't like I took 8 shots, drank half a bottle, waited 2 hours, and drove. People keep saying all these things that aren't true.
Well, that's why
it was a long stream.
Well, this is why we want you in here, is because we want to do this scientifically the right way. We need to know, we need the data. We need to know exactly how much it was, when it was. The only way we can run
So
this
then why would you delete the stream?
experiment where we can truly have a good guess, because look, on one day you could handle alcohol different than another day. That's true, right? But the best way we can have the best guess is by actually knowing the facts. We need to know how much was consumed that night.
Yeah, and I was spilling it everywhere, so I have to spill some of it.
How much would you say? How much would you say in ounces did you actually drink? Went into Billy the fridge.
I have no idea. It was. I was taking shots at certain intervals.
So to give you
over
an
the
idea,
course of the night.
to give you an idea,
And then-
one shot, Billy, is 1.5 ounces. To give you an idea.
Yeah, I wasn't doing full shots, so I really don't know exactly. We have to time out the space of everything and figure it out. I'm sure there's a way to look at the entire video and see how long it was. It was not something that was done, and then 2 hours later, I'm like,
Which should be done, but we can't do it. That sucks.
okay, I drank half a
Sicilian
bottle, I'm
Princess
driving.
super chatted
It was a long
$20.
night. It was
Right.
a whole
For
bunch of
Billy,
stuff.
and when if he fails, what are you going to do for the 2 that swept for him? Let them get away with Godfrey and Billy got to do 2 weeks. Billy and friends super chatted $20. The worst punishment of all, math.
That is the worst punishment, is doing the math on this.
I love
okay,
math.
so I need you to get on Amazon and order a breathalyzer right away, and I need you to purchase the same exact bottle, and then we'll do the scientific research to figure out what the
I
amount
treat
is.
my
and we're gonna run
breathalyzers like an arcade game. The highest score
the
is the
experiment
best.
tomorrow. We're gonna work throughout the night.
I can't drive, chat, so it's fine. I can make those jokes.
Well, as soon as you get the breathalyzer, we have to wait until that.
Yeah.
I think you should really look at how long I actually had between drinks, because people keep bringing up stuff and making up lies about it.
Billy, how
And
long
they're
do you
perpetuating
how
lies.
long do you think was
Well, I think
between
you
the
should do the
last?
math and realize what was that?
How long do you think the last drink to when you drove? How long? What time do you think passed?
Well, it was around 2 hours from the last drink, but the last drink I had was me sipping the bottle because Xylee said she was going to shut me down the next time I drank, and I took a sip, but it wasn't even really a drink. It was just me testing Xylee, and that was 2 hours before that. And before that, I don't know how long before the last shot. I didn't do the math because I trust me. I was fine to drive. You guys don't have to trust me. If I got pulled over, you say I would go I would get a breathalyzer and go to jail for assault. If I hit somebody, I don't think I would have gotten a breathalyzer. I think they would have seen me as a regular driver and just let me go. I
That's wild.
don't think I was appearing impaired.
Could be true, but it's wild either way.
But other people want to put that on me, and they want to say, you drank half a bottle and drove 2 hours later. They're bringing up lies on my name. So
Billy.
it's 50-50 for me here. Let's
Billy.
do the math, figure it
Yes, Minda. I 100% agree. I think they should do that. Or the idea that I was talking about earlier with for a certain dono, like he has to pop into a random show and do like breathalyzers throughout the day. I think that would be funny.
out, and then we'll
That's,
figure it
that's,
out.
that's why I'm asking about your time, because like we want to do the test to see if you were legitimately straight.
Somebody needs to like sit down and go from first shot to last shot, marking off the time.
We
We're
have
gonna do
to-
it.
We can't now,
perfectly.
We have to replicate it the best way we possibly can. No one's going to try to rig it, right? Obviously, I would like that you blow it and you're well under the legal limit. Like, it would kill me if you failed this thing. I'm not trying to set you up to fail. I'm not.
Yeah, it would kill me too because I didn't think that I was drunk, but I still don't know that, right? We can't know. We can only know what I say versus what everybody else says. So yeah, if we did the whole thing and we ran the test, would I be under the legal limit? I think I would, but I don't know.
I actually do too. Based on his version of the story, I do. Based on Yo Mama and Savage and Roxy's version of the story, I think he would fail. You know, this is why we should do this. This is why
We could do two separate tests. We could do what everybody else says, the 2 hours, and then we could do whatever Billy says, how long the time passed. Like I said, I would
Why
even
would I
give
do
you.
the 2 hours? It's all on video. We all saw me over the course of 7 hours drinking, then not drinking, and then going to get breakfast. It's all there on video. People who say I drank
Not
half a
anymore.
bottle and 2 hours later was good to drive are bad faith actors slandering my name. That didn't.
This is crazy how many things I said not anymore to, and this was just 2 days ago. Like, we gotta have, someone check these streams, and now I can't go back and check it, And now Billy's saying the same thing, basically. I don't know, you can't go back and check it. That sucks.
didn't happen.
Do we still have the stream like privated or something?
Well, Wings, no, we do have the streams of the drinking. We do not have the
So
streams.
we can go back and look at it.
We can go back and look at it. We don't have the streams of the driving. Those got deleted in case it was an
I'm
IRS violation.
looking at it right now. By the way, they're breaking it all down. They're saying the first shot that they can find him taking was like 4 hours into the 8 hour stream. Could have been earlier. Then he did another 1 hour stream, and then Ball's stream was at least 45 minutes before he started to drive. So yeah, somebody's doing the math right now.
Okay, so someone's doing the math, which is good. We'll get that data. But Wings, you got to understand what Billy's saying. Like, he didn't drink that whole amount that he drank throughout the night and then wait 2 hours, right? He drank some fucking 6 hours before he drove, some 8 hours
that's
before
right.
he drove. So that's going to wear off. That's going to wear off. We might be looking at
If you
maybe.
look at the video,
So they're saying that guy who donated said he started drinking 4 hours into the 8 hour stream, is what I'm hearing, right? So, hold on. Let's hear that again.
2 hours.
8 hour stream. Could have been earlier. Then
Okay, so someone's doing the math, which is good. We'll get that data.
at least 45 minutes before he started to drive. Could have been earlier. Then he did another 1 hour stream. It was like 4 hours into the 8 hour stream. Could have been earlier.
Okay, could have been earlier. Okay. But let's just go with what numbers we have. So 4 hours into the 8 hour stream. Okay. Rewind started at 10 p.m. 4 hours into that, 2 a.m. Okay, Eastern. We're doing Eastern here. I know Billy's in Pacific, whatever. We're doing Eastern for the just whatever. 2 a.m. Okay. Was whenever he may have started drinking. Maybe a little bit earlier. But 2 a.m. is where we're looking. Okay. That was halfway through just about the rewind. The first stream. Okay. So we'll go up to 6. Right. It was a little bit before 6, but we'll go at 6. And then the second rewind stream, which was a little over an hour. 7 o'clock. Okay. And then so that one ends, and then Ball starts. So he started driving 45 minutes into that, so 7:45. Okay. So he went from maybe 2 a.m. to 7:45 and driving. There's 8 shots in between there is what we're looking at. Around 8 shots from around 2 to 7:45. Is that enough time? A little under 6 hours? I don't know.
Somebody's doing the math right now.
Okay, so someone's doing the math.
And if my numbers are off, for whatever reason, those are the number. That's what I have access to. Because the streams are gone, I do not have access to actually figure this out myself. So,
which is good. We'll get
which sucks, but that's the way the cookies have crumbled, unfortunately.
that data. But Wings, you got to understand what Billy's saying. Like, he didn't drink that whole amount that he drank throughout the night and then wait 2 hours, right? He drank some fucking 6 hours before he drove, some 8 hours before he drove, you know? So that's going to wear off, you know? That's going to wear off. You know, we might be looking at
If
maybe...
you look at the video, any reasonable adult drinker could say, that guy, as tall as he is, as big as he is, maybe he worked it off. But you don't have to say that, right? You can have your opinion. I don't want to sway your opinion. I know what I felt, and I know when I drove, I wasn't making mistakes driving. I wasn't looking at my phone and chatting with the audience. I had the phone up on my dashboard, and I was talking with Rastov like I was on a phone call. I was trying to be as safe as possible because I'm not an idiot. I knew we were live on air. Like, part of this is insulting to think that I would just get on air and drunk drive.
To be fair, driving in general is pretty bad, right? I understand you did all the precautions, made sure you were trying to be safe, right? But there's only so much you can do when you've been drinking, right? Like, I believe you when you say you felt fine. I just don't know if you actually were fine. You can feel fine and still be drunk. Ish. Buzzed, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. The legal limit is really low.
I wouldn't. And
yet people still fucking... whatever.
And I understand the optics are horrible, so I can't take that back. What I did, inexcusable. Looking back on it, the bigger picture, I fucked up bad.
Yeah, Billy,
bad.
the linchpin,
I didn't
though,
catch the bigger picture in that moment.
The linchpin, though, is the only person that we're here trusting is your opinion of you, right? There's a long history of people that drank and thought they were good to drive that weren't good to drive, and like your opinion could be skewed from inebriation. That's why I think
you compared me to only use me Blade when he was driving around saying the N-bomb.
Yes.
A little different.
Yeah, but Blade said he was good too to drive that day. He said it on that stream.
He did. To be fair, he did. All right, it's very different situations, right? But he did say that. He did use those exact words. To be fair. But also, it's very exaggerated. Like, it's very different.
Yeah, but he was driving around slurring the N-bomb.
Yeah.
I was going to get breakfast, having a light conversation.
Yeah, Blade was going to get cigarettes. That's what he was going to do.
Right?
Okay. But I got to defend Billy here. What Billy is saying is that Blade was clearly drunk. He was not clearly drunk. If you didn't see the rewind streams, you wouldn't even think that. That's his argument.
Mm-hmm. And some people fight when they get drunk. Some people want to have sex when they get drunk. Alcohol has people do different things to different people. But how much is in your blood and how much you're inebriated wouldn't change. Because you and Blade are about the same size. Like you're
how much is in your blood? There's like I'm not going to argue that I could have been drunk. There could have
Completely agree. There was no excuse to drive.
been, but I am going to argue that everything I was doing was not what a drunk person would do when I was behind the wheel of a car.
Right, that's why we want to do the test.
I'm arguing that behind the wheel of the car, I was operating as I would any other time I drive my
Team
car.
Go Watch test from today. Billy told Rastov, I am drunk, on the live while he was in the car.
Is that true? You told Rastov you were drunk when you were in the car?
I don't recall that. So I don't know. I don't recall that.
Uh-oh.
If there's a video of me saying it, I would love to know the context because I literally remember going in my car
Here's an interesting thing. Billy wants the video.
and saying, no, I'm not going to drive. I'm not going to drive until I'm ready to, like, we were clear, you know? I was like, I'm not driving anyway. What?
Yeah.
The test that we're proposing,
Yo Mama's about to pop in and he's going to show the video.
would you be afraid of the results of it?
The test? No, I would be interested in seeing them, but also it's a completely unhealthy thing for me to do. So it's like, I'm not just going to run out there and redo this when you can look at the video and see the amount of time in between everything. Well, no, there's a legitimate amount of time that I spent not drinking.
Okay, but we have to run that exactly like that. We're going to get the time frame. We're going to take 8 hours, right? And at 6 hours and 50 minutes, you're going to have to do a shot, right? Or whatever you drank, we're going to have to run the experiment the exact same way as that night. That's the only way.
Oh yeah,
We could keep-
Yo Mama's got to get any one up he can, right? There's not a lot, right? Going after, it's Yo Mama, right? There's only so many W's you can get, and then also trying to go after Billy, like, you know.
From risking his
So of course he's going to take the opportunity.
health if we
And Billy knows that too.
do the math, and the math says he would not have been too drunk to drive, right? So like, because it takes an hour to get a shot out of your system and so on and so forth. Like literally, we can just write it all down, crunch the numbers, and if it looks like he would have been safe,
I
anyway, there's no reason to do it.
disagree, Boogie, because every person is different. It's going to give you the average person and how they would react in that time, and what their breathalyzer is going to be. It's not going to be the same for Billy. They're all going to be wildly different.
The entire test, though, is going to be.
And yet we pull up a calculator, and because the calculator said he was lower, we say there's almost no way, or it's impossible. I think that's what we end up saying. It was impossible for Billy to be over the legal limit. One, it's not. Two, he's on medication.
To be skewed because we don't have the factors of me leading up to it either. You don't know what's going on before I started streaming. I can't even remember what I ate before the live stream, which would help throw that off too.
I said you can have a Waffle House breakfast while during it. Like you can eat a whole Waffle House breakfast.
But like it could be different this time. I'm just based off of the energy I have. I could not work it off the same. When I'm cooking on live stream and going and everything's popping and my energy is different, who knows? Like in theory, the test is a fun idea, but I don't know if it's a legitimate answer.
There's a. But I mean, I get it, but also it's local. Who cares, right? We fucking harassed. Not we, because I didn't do shit. But people harassed Boogie how long for his medical records when the cancer stuff came out? Right? That's a huge invasion of privacy. Boogie was 100% right to somewhat defend that. Right? I get the cancer thing is awful, but also like his medical record, like, Jesus Christ. I don't see people asking for Billy's medical like what medication does Billy take so we can know the truth. Does whatever medicine he's taking affect the alcohol levels in his blood? Right? No one's doing that. Should they? No. But no one is. Surprised.
There's a chance that you blow so high over it that it wouldn't matter what you did on the stream.
Yeah, I mean,
because like,
let's say you're
logistically,
you're barely
half a bottle of bourbon takes 14 hours to wear off on an average person.
Jesus.
How long?
14 hours.
I disagree with that. I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I think true.
I don't think
people who don't drink are talking about like some logical equation, but people who drink, they kind of tend to know. And you know what else? It's fucked up because I don't drink and drive.
Boogie would be a great voice actor.
I just don't.
Or not Boogie, Billy. Billy would be a great voice. His voice has always sounded like a little cartoon character to me. I don't know why.
I don't drive when I feel fucked up.
Yeah.
But I do
want to back up what you're saying. The drunkest I'd ever been was on the gin, and less than 3. You remember you gave me like 4 heavy shots.
Right, and then like and about an hour and a half, you were totally sober, right, Boogie?
Yeah, I got to walk to the fucking car, and I had to go down the hill in the car.
But this is what I'm saying. When Wings,
that was that's the fat camp thing. 4 shots, which would have been 6 ounces. So half that. And again, Boogie, it was not even, he was more than half Billy's weight, right? So the math's not mathing a little bit here. I don't know. Was Boogie fine? Was he not fine? I don't remember. I'm not going to pretend like I do.
When Wings says if you drink half a bottle of bourbon, you won't be sober for 14 hours. Like, I just strongly disagree with that based on experience.
Super chatted $19.99.
Like, I just disagree with that.
Billy, this is an easy W. Water down your liquor when you do this test. That way you can pass it easily.
No, you can't cheat, dude. No, you can't cheat.
I wouldn't cheat.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Pete Paul. Earlier, I was like, you can't use the pacemaker as an excuse if you were already drinking somewhat regularly on Rewind. You can't, now that it's like something you need to do, you can't take the angle that they're forcing you to drink. That's not true.
But I also don't like the idea of drinking more alcohol for like a test. Like I should be drinking because I want to drink. It's like, it's a fucked up thing to put me in for a test,
$20.
right?
And now we probably can't do that test, unfortunately, because of the King Cobra shit. Which, you know, it sucks, but I don't, especially with Billy kind of taking that angle, it's probably dead in the water now.
You can do the math,
Well-
but in my opinion, the math could be off because you would also have to factor in the keto diet and what medication a person is taking.
True,
know,
That is also a
we're gonna ignore that for the most part.
contributing factor in metabolizing alcohol in the body.
We understand that this won't be a one-for-one copy. We get it, right? But this gives us a good idea of what the hell, this debate is about. And Billy, I understand you feel like you shouldn't have to do this or whatever, but like, you kind of have to. Like you did something wrong, right? This is, everyone wants to know. Like, it's kind of like Boogie shouldn't have to get a liar tattoo, but he kind of had to. You know what I mean? It's like,
You're right. You're right. I kind of have to.
why don't we set it up since we're going to have to wait?
I'm being forced to drink against my.
Sure, you can argue that it's unsafe, but he was already doing the unsafe thing. That's like, so partially true, right? I am not allowed to go skydiving because of my eye, right? I have high eye pressure, right? And if I go skydiving, my eye could explode, for lack of a better term, right? Let's say I was already skydiving, and someone reaches out and says like, "Hey, I want a video of you skydiving, so we can have like blind guy go skydiving." And I'm like, no, because you were gonna make me go skydiving, and I don't want to do that, right? It's kind of the same thing.
I will. You're right.
Okay.
Because Peepaw, he felt fine. That's the argument that's being made here. He says he felt fine, like he says it's inexcusable, but at the same time he felt fine. It doesn't really make sense, right? I get it, but
I'm over here thinking about this. Like, maybe Billy
One
gets a
for me and
champion.
one for my
Like,
hooker.
would you be able to
One
have
for my
somebody champion
goddamn
for you?
hooker. Hey, real quick, I just want to help you out, big dog. I got
here we go. Here comes the clip.
got the tape right here, man. Here, it's just the tape is deleted, but here's Billy admitting that he was drunk in the car. Here we go. Let me just play the clip. Here we go.
No!
No, I know. I'm drunk.
I know! Get the fuck out of your car!
Uh-oh. There you go.
Did you replay it?
That was it right there. It's literally the whole video's deleted. That was
Did
it.
you replay it?
He admitted it.
You
He wants you to replay what you just had. He wants you to replay what you got right there. Can you
Can you play it
for
one
me?
more time?
Yeah, right.
Drunk.
No!
Billy, why the fuck are you? Why are you in the car?
Okay. I wanted to go get breakfast.
No.
No!
No, I know. I'm drunk.
I know! Get the fuck out of your car!
All right. Yeah, that's a very bad clip.
All right.
Yeah.
Who recorded this? I want to know who has this stream, because somebody's got the stream. Somebody has this stream, and I want to see it. I want to see all of it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not a drinker, and there's a reason I'm not a drinker. It's because my father was an alcoholic, and my grandfather was an alcoholic, and I already have consumption issues with other things like fried chicken and Coca-Cola and things like that.
Oh,
Wendy's
So I've
filling
seen a
me.
lot of drunk people in my life, and looking at you right now and looking at you in the clip, you were drunk just from your eyes.
Okay. I think in that clip I was fucking around and was not in my right space to say what I said. That was fucked up.
Let me sweep.
I think I
Let me
like
sweep.
immediately afterwards said like, no, I'm not.
That is the first time that Billy is showing Xylee and Rastoff that he's in the car. And we know for a fact that he waited in the car for a long
40, 45 minutes, whatever, I don't know, to being fine to drive.
3 minutes after that.
Because I'm gonna tell you
And,
this, that guy who just came here, yo, mama.
I saw my stream lagging earlier, Peepaw. It might be on my end, I'm not sure. Might not be you.
I don't think he believes you were sober because the energy he was putting off.
He definitely doesn't believe. But he also wants to believe the worst in me every day before this.
I don't, what is that about?
He just doesn't like me. He's an anti-Billy guy. So he would jump on anything.
For everyone spamming 45 minutes, I believe that clip that he just showed was from Rewind, right?
No, that was from Balls.
Oh, that was
That
from
was at
Balls.
the very beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
was 45 minutes when you actually started driving? Is that about right, or is that wrong? Do you know?
I think it's around 40 minutes after that. I don't know exactly. I don't
Okay.
know exactly.
All right, so they are right saying that. Okay.
40 minutes from that to being good to drive is wild. Wild.
Yeah, but that was me fucking with their reaction to me being in the car, and it was not the smart thing to say. I was being stupid, but I'm stupid when I'm sober too.
All right, man, we can't force you to do the test, but
Can we get a champion at least? Like
I
somebody
would-
that's
I would
Billy's size do the test?
Here's the thing.
I agree with that, right? First of all, you're not going to find somebody who's pushing 600 pounds, right? But at least, like, get someone else that's, like, maybe 4. Like, I think eventually Wings says Rastov. I think that'd be a good shout. I think Rastov doing the 8-shot challenge would be fun, but I don't think Rastov drives, so maybe it wouldn't be fun. Oh, I guess we don't need him to drive, actually. That'd be really bad. I think he could do the breathalyzer, so I guess that would work.
Thing. Let's do the math of the entire night, look at it like reasonable adults, and see if it was reasonable for me to even get in a car after 3 hours of not drinking.
I would agree.
We can do the math there.
We can do the math, but I want this test to be done regardless if Billy does it or not. I want to see somebody that's like 6'2", 6'3".
I want to know the answer too.
Do this test.
Yeah, I want to know the answer.
Like, can we at least champion Billy? Like, can we find somebody that's willing to do these drinks? Because I don't like forcing a guy with a pacemaker to drink either. I don't like that.
I would do it, but I'm not 600 pounds. I'm like a third. I'm a third of that.
Good idea.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, if there was an alcohol ban, I guarantee you Billy would have drank on his own anyways.
True.
I think we should. I think we should pick a champion, and it doesn't affect Billy at all. We can't make our judgment on it, but we would see what somebody that's similar in size to Billy.
I just want to know the answer. I want to know the damn answer. I want to know what he.
You can't have the answer. We're not going to have a definitive answer, right? Just like with the mic thing and the 911 call. We're not going to get a definitive answer. Completely different situation, I know, but again, we don't know the truth on either situation.
He would blow in that moment.
Let's do the math of how. Let's get everybody to do the math. See all the drinks I took. We'll add it up. We'll see, and we'll look at it reasonably. And if there's a reasonable reason for me to do this, we'll talk about it then.
That is a good question. Somebody brought it. How often would you say you drink during the week, Billy?
That was the second time I drank that week, and before that I hadn't drank for a while, really. I think I had like a sip here or there on stream.
Everybody wants to assume because you're a big boy, you can take it better, but like it really is more like how often do you drink? Because a person that drinks often, your body gets better at like processing alcohol than somebody that doesn't drink that often.
I had just drank all day on my birthday before that, so that was a few days before.
Contest super chatted $20. He was slurring in the video. Slurring is noticeable at a specific BAC. Law enforcement officers often use slurred speech as a sign that someone is highly intoxicated.
You can slur without being drunk, though. Like I get that. Like it is a compound thing. I don't know. I agree, though.
No, you know another way.
Let's fuck. What's up, Trippy?
You do this?
Yeah, 100%. Everyone's going to be biased with whether they have experienced it, whether they've done it, whether they know somebody who's done it, whether, like, just no matter how much experience you have in the situation is kind of the bias you're going to have. You know? If you drink that much whiskey, you don't think you'd be fine? But what if you're hungry, people? Then would you think you're fine?
We can get a police officer.
What if you're hungry, people, and there's nothing in the house?
0.08%. Huge ass super chatted $20. Billy used the term against my will. So
they like Billy or not, they're not like firing him. They just think it was a very stupid thing he did, and that's kind of the way they're going about it.
So that is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Idea of the test should end right there. BB underscore.
Right. Peepaw says the food's not worth it. He's staying home. Smart Peepaw.
Bill super chatted $23.32. Wings. This feels like an old school bad PKA clip, just in a different way. You have experience handling rough clips. What advice can you give Billy? Surely you can help the LCU here.
The advice I would give Billy?
Talks
just
like
radio
that.
silence. Don't defend yourself. Radio silence.
I'm going to sweep
too
again.
late for that.
In that clip where he clearly sounds drunk, he was
Never
trolling them.
super chatted $20. You have to be a real NPC to believe this.
You can't. That sweep doesn't work. He said he was trying to be sober after that.
Chad knows. If you're going to sweep it, just sweep it and be done with it.
And I know that
Already
because
lost faith in y'all.
I know
Team thinks might be able to fool the people.
Yes, I'm trying to fool everyone. I know that because Billy and Xylee and Rastov both told me that Billy told them behind the scenes in the moment that he's actually good and he was fucking with them.
Yep. I was like, when video games used to be a police officer, maybe he could look over the footage and give his opinion of how Billy's acting skills were.
I think, once again, I'm so glad he's back. Jesus Christ, that's another great idea for content. I'd watch the shit out of that. Yeah, people's opinion. Yeah, that's right, Trippy. It just depends on, like I said, your experience with it and your thoughts on Billy. You know? Everyone's gonna have their own bias, even if they try not to.
Keem, you don't want to believe it, period? Of course I don't want to believe it, God damn it. Of course I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to either.
I'm just saying, like, I know police officers aren't infallible,
I feel
but
like
they're trained
I
to like
I
spot.
swear to you guys, like last week, I was like, something big happens every other month. That's like a big controversy, big something. Like we had Wings pushing his wife, and then we had the kid behind camera 911 call, or no, the kid behind camera. Hold on, let me look at this chat. Okay, so we have let's say August, Billy the Fridge drinking and driving. June, kid behind camera 911 call. I think that was June. And then there's just more kid behind camera drama in between there. But the big shit, right? Wings pushing Kelly. April. I think the kid behind camera underage stuff with Bridget was February. Could be January, but I want to say February. So like every other month, there's a fucking big thing going on. So let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens in October. If something pops off in October, I swear to God, bro, there's some shit going on here. And I'm just making conspiracies. I could be wrong with the times, the timeline, whatever. Because I know Wings pushing Kelly was Fat Camp. Maybe that was March then. And then the kid behind the camera. The kid behind the camera shit started in April. The domestic violence stuff, right? Because it happened early April, and then I think we found out a couple of weeks later. I don't know. There's just always some shit going on, bro. Isn't October sweet weeks for YouTube? Yeah, and I think they originally were planning an event in October too. I don't know if the cruise is still happening. I haven't heard anything about that in a while, so who knows? But maybe they'll do another camping trip or something adjacent to that. I don't know. You stopped drinking after DUI. That's good, Trippy. Congrats, bro. I'm glad you made the right decision.
Drunk drivers. So maybe having a cop or somebody that used to be a cop give their opinion could be fun.
Billy, look, I'm going to sweep as much as I can sweep, but I really think we should do the test because then we'll know.
Well, I have an opinion. Let me make my opinion known. And I know nobody in the LC, a lot of the hosts are not going to like what I have to say. Okay? But it happened. We've all made mistakes. Several of the people sitting here on the screen right now have made mistakes. Oh, wait, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
No one got hurt. And we are now going to have to move past it. Dragging it out don't fucking help.
Give Billy the benefit of the doubt. He was hamming it up. It's not like he slapped.
You should be glad that people are dragging it out because you're making more money off of people dragging it out. Look at all these donos coming in.
His wife on a table.
You just brought back Wings, which brought back in a bunch of donations. Now you got a huge controversy that's bringing in a bunch of donations. You should be glad it's being dragged out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, there is a reasonable expectation here, reasonable punishment, and it's been delivered. We've got an apology. Nobody got hurt. It's in the past. I don't see the point in dragging it out, personally.
I'm looking up BFC calculator.
My headset messed up for a second, so I didn't hear BAC. I heard Epstein calculator. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
How many ounces do you think, Wings, again? Because I know it's less than what you said, but what do you think?
12.5.
Okay, 12.5. So I'm going to go with 8 because I know he was doing half shots. So let me pull up a BC.
Polka Gaga super chatted $20.
Okay.
Now Wings cares about a police officer's opinion. Authority.
That's pretty good. I usually don't care about their opinion.
Ban all jokes already. Don't
Okay.
sweep Keen. Billy is a big boy.
Okay, 600 pounds. Time since first drink would be, what, let's say 8 hours?
I would say about 6 hours.
Okay,
Maybe
6.
8. I would say 6 for sure.
6 hours. Okay. And we're going to do liquor. And let me see. Liquor, and let's call it, how many shots do you think? 8?
Yeah, I'd say 8.
Let's just do, because they're half shots. So let's do 6.
Yeah.
Okay, 6. And then we're going to calculate.
I want that keyboard. I want the keyboard Keemstar has. I'm sure it's expensive because everything Keemstar has is expensive. But whatever, that sound is so satisfying. I need it. I need it.
Oh my God. Well,
That's asking for ounces. You put 6 ounces in.
oh, okay.
I know, 6 shots, 1.5 ounce shots.
Yeah, it's showing that he would be sober.
I don't know why it's asking for his first drink either. Shouldn't the last drink be also as important?
What do we do at 8? Let's work our way up.
Wait, there's
Let's
something.
try 8 liquor shots.
Okay, no,
Maria's
there's
super
something
chatted
wrong with this.
$20.
'Cause
Is it just me, or is this just locale court? We got a judge with Keem, defendant Billy,
Yeah,
prosecution
basically.
Wings, and defense attorney Boogie.
No, I feel like
Payload
there's
Day no super chatted
we have to do
$19.99.
2 hours.
I think the real crime was how many damn drive-thrus Billy went through that morning.
Okay.
Dude here 1342 super chatted 19.
To be fair, if I could drive and I had money, I'd be fucking going through drive-thrus like that too. I would be a food review channel. I would be eating everything all the time. It would be a huge problem. I might end up on this network. It would not be good. Thank God I can't drive.
$19.99.
For now.
Let's get a cop to review the table incident. Wings, you can't say anything to anyone.
There's a
So he's not going to say anything there. He said he can't say anything to anyone, so he's not going to respond to you. But that would also be like a very fun stream. Do we know any cops? Chat, do we know any cops? We're going to do this content. Cops review locale live. And we're just going to do this. Every couple, like every time there's a drama going on that's insane like this, we're just gonna bring in a cop. People, hit up Donut Operator. We're going. We're going to talk about it.
couple. There's a okay. No, we're good. We caught up on the TTS. All right. So he would be at 0.018 based on that estimate. He waited 2 hours.
And the legal is 0.8.
Yeah, 0.08 is drunk driving.
Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, look at my math here, everyone, just to make sure I did this right. It was 2 hours.
One for me and one for my hooker.
2 hours since his last drink. He's 600 pounds, and let's say 6 shots. Do you want me to change it? Yo, mama, how many shots do you want me to put in there?
Hey, Keemstar, before you keep on biting, before you keep getting yourself in trouble with your lies, he already admitted on Cafe the day after that he didn't tell Xylee and Rastoff that it was a troll. He admitted that. He actually talked about what he said behind the scenes. Now let me play let me play that clip.
Okay.
Let me go
You're
ahead and
taking it out of context.
let me go ahead and roll that clip. There's no context. This
Play
is
the clip. Play the clip.
All right,
Play the
let's-
clip.
let's
I'll
see.
answer that right after you do.
Yeah, let's see the clip.
We
Go
need
ahead.
And
context.
rewind all night long. I thought it'd be funny to start the stream. So he starts that. And then I'm like, yeah, guys, don't worry. I was like, just tell me. I said, I was being a shit. I said,
How do you call in? Am I not in the thing? Thanks, Keem. How do I call in? Jesus Christ. Let me get in the Discord. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't. Shit. That's not good, chat. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Discord. My server. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Where's this shit? Live. Okay. That's how you call in.
It has to do the intro song. You need to get rid of that.
Never. You shouldn't have gave me Nitro.
Okay, Toxic, you're a professional streamer. You need to turn that off when you're streaming.
Nope, I have notifications on too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not right now though.
I just wanted to say that I spoke to Billy last night.
Did you?
Basically, I believe that he's completely innocent, and it wasn't even alcohol he was drinking.
Okay, Liana.
He did a Becky group, and he put like an ale or a ginger ale in the bottle.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's what he
I
told
think
me.
you're fibbing.
He said that basically like the bottle was just like ginger ale or something, and he was just drinking that and acting drunk.
Liana,
don't think Billy
is your house clean
he
yet? Because you're doing a
Yes.
lot of sweeping.
No, I spoke to Billy last night, and I was saying to him like, I don't know if you're up to this yet, but they were talking about like doing a experiment to see how drunk you would be at a certain point. But scientifically, like, it's not like, oh, you do maths and this is how drunk you would be. It really depends on your body. Like, you could be drunk one day, and the next day, like, it would be a completely different result. Like, there's no way you could get the exact same result.
Yeah, I agree. Right. But I just
Like,
think it'd be
people
fun
don't
content.
understand that. People don't understand that about alcohol. Like, you could literally, like, the next day have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, what you ate. Like, it's just, I think it's a stupid idea to try and do an experiment. Yeah, it's funny for content, but I don't think it is.
To get a definitive answer, no.
Well, unless they want to give him like a breathalyzer, like a certain someone used to blow into when he streamed. I won't say his name, but
That's all.
he would blow into a breathalyzer while he was streaming to prove to people that he was sober. But
Okay, but fuck the experiment, right? As like a punishment thing for Billy, wouldn't that be hilarious if he had to like whenever someone donates like $100, he has to call in and blow into a breathalyzer, and it can be like any show.
Yeah, that would be funny. I think you should steal that bit from the name that will not be named.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's kind
But
of weird.
I also don't think it. I think all of this is just gonna disappear now with the King Cobra shit.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah, and I know Billy was a big fan.
I didn't even follow King Cobra, but when I watched his dad's video today, I was like, oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, it sucks, but I still want Billy to do the experiment.
Why?
It'd be funny. I don't think it'll give us an answer of if he was drunk or not, but I just think it would be a funny thing just to see like where he would be.
Do you remember that show Mythbusters?
Yeah.
It could be like that.
Or I don't even care if Billy does it. I just want someone like Rastov to do it or something.
Rastov doesn't do shit.
I know he sucks. I don't know why he was on live for so long. That's why I can't watch Balls.
I don't watch Balls, no.
Balls. What do you watch?
No, I don't watch like I'm really ADD. I'll watch like 10 minutes of something or whatever. But if it's a topic I like the Gidgee stuff, I was laughing so hard on Tess yesterday.
Okay, you know what's really funny about that whole the whole Genji inward thing?
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that they have the clip that they played on like live and everything censored, but you can still hear the full word.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious.
Well, like, what's the point of having it censored if you're just gonna play it anyway?
I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's so fucking funny. Like,
she didn't actually get fired, did she?
No, she's back. But the thing is, oh my god, you have to watch it. She comes into Did you watch it? She comes into Nerds and is telling Buff oh yeah, I love me some like trying to be oh, I love black people. I'm not going to say what she said because somehow I'll get clipped out of context. She was being oh, it's just a word and we should stop giving it power. And then Kim calls in and just destroys her, and then she's doing the apology tour now.
That's great. You know what she should have to do for punishment?
What?
She should have to do a stream with Buff for 12 hours on the weekend.
No.
That'd be great. Why?
No, thank you. She should go pay reparations or something. How about that?
I think she should go volunteer her time to a poor black community in her local area.
She clearly is racist, though. This isn't the first time 100%. She said it.
Did you hear how she's the aggressiveness behind it? Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm not being oh, she's racist because she said it. She's a Texan, hillbilly, white woman, 50-year-old white woman. She's 100%. It's not oh, we use the race card too much. She 100% is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I also think people have been still somehow sweeping for Tina in this situation.
Well, Tina gets the pass because she has a black son.
That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Do you think it is?
Really? You think people get the pass because they have a black son?
Do you remember Family Guy? My black son.
Every time I think of black people in Family Guy, besides Cleveland, I think of that clip where Lois is hanging out with Jerome, her ex, and then Peter comes home with Stewie or whatever, and then Stewie's just "Are we getting robbed?" I'm oh my fucking god.
I think that was newer Family Guy because I don't remember that, but
that clip gets me every time.
The My Black Son stuff was so funny. And also he's a ninja.
Oh.
It's the best song. Oh, okay. One more thing before I stop sidetracking you. I told Keem this because it's so funny. But remember, you know how I keep singing the Jesus Christ is my Seth was singing it, and he needs to get Gidgee's face and Photoshop it on the white woman who does the rap in that song.
You should get I wonder if Lamar could do that.
Oh, yeah. Let's get Lamar to do it.
Yeah, and then you can post it.
True. What's Lamar up to? I'm going to go find out. Bye.
All right, bye. That was rude. He's probably at work. Genji admits the truth. She gone, is what Lockout Queens has just tweeted. Bullshit. I don't believe a word you're saying there, bucko. Alright. Cobra was only 34. Yeah, it's sad. Bye, Seth.
So when we go live, just tell them that now I'll say I want to go to sleep. I'll say I want to go to sleep, and you guys say no, you kept us up. We're going to keep you up, and so that's what I told them to do.
I meant that shit.
Ziley's
My ass was tired.
Ziley's like, oh,
Yeah,
I can do that.
bet.
Ziley's like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. And then I go.
Fuck.
Actually, that was actually the highlight.
I start the stream. I was like, oh no, you can't go to sleep. I got my second wind. You're up, and I just turn off my camera and go out to my car.
No, I thought that was very great, but I didn't know the full context of it. That's why I was like,
No, it's-
maybe this is what happened.
It's okay.
I don't fucking know.
And then I go out to my car, and as I'm walking to my car, I'm like, I probably shouldn't drive immediately.
Yeah.
So I sat there for like
That's
45
the idea.
minutes. I sat there for like 40 minutes, and then I was like, yeah, we're good to go. And I drove.
Yeah.
There you go. There goes the full context. Not no, oh, wait up, Xylee and Raph. There's none of that.
I'm still waiting for the cafe clip. Where's the cafe clip?
You clip hold on, you sweeper.
This is rewind, you fucking
rewind. Whatever.
Guys.
Okay, Boogie's sweeping here a little bit. Okay? I don't know if this clip is what he thinks it is. Right? But actually, Boogie's sweeping there.
Guys, stop. Guys.
Yo, mama.
What's the guy who can't even tell the difference between two fucking shows?
It was the day after
This
the
is
sweeper.
you're bringing up two different things here, because while I was telling them that to troll me about going to bed, while I was telling them that, it was after I told them that I'm actually not drunk, like I appeared to be, because they wanted me to go to bed because they thought I was drunk, and I was like, oh no, I'm trolling you guys. I wasn't as drunk as I appeared to be. I was playing it up for like the last hour or so, and I told them, just tell the audience I need to go to bed. And what I didn't tell them was that I was gonna be going out to my car, right? I didn't tell them that part. That's the part they didn't know. I told them that I wasn't drunk during this exact conversation you brought up. So thank you for bringing up the conversation where I told them.
You never added that part. You never add that part that you told them that you just told them to play the game that I'm going to stay up and you're going to stay up. You never play no game.
That was the part of the story I was explaining in that part of the fucking explanation.
You even admitted in the clip that you said I was not feeling good enough to drive, but I still went to my car. You said that.
No. What I said was I shouldn't drive. I don't think I should drive when I get out there, because I wanted to give the audience a longer period of time to see me not drunk before I drove. I wanted to show them I was okay before I drove. You don't understand the specifics of what I did because you want me to be guilty. You don't understand the specifics.
Again, this is another example of a little bias showing here, right? These are two of the polar opposites. You have Boogie and Keem, I suppose, versus the opposite side of the spectrum, Yo Mama, who is on the complete other side of the situation partially because he doesn't like Billy, but he wouldn't say that. He would just be like, I'm not impartial, whatever, you know. But this is an example, you know, of how different the opinions can be.
Literally the bottle that you wasted on, you took 8 shots, and then you went out there. We caught you at hour 35 after you took your last shot, and you hopped in the car and started driving, moron. What are you talking about? We didn't put that bottle in, and you went in the car, and you said you want to drive. That's what you said. And then you started driving 30 minutes later. What are you talking about?
Wait.
That's crazy.
I got a question. What is the proof of the alcohol? Do you know off the top of your head?
We clocked him at his last.
Wait. Stop. What is the proof of the alcohol that you were drinking?
I think it was like 86 proof or something.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
I can fucking put down a horse. Team, look at your phone real quick.
All right.
Polkagaga super chatted $20. Watch the many rewinds Billy did during the show. Listen to his intros. He did them flawlessly, then immediately began slurring to continue the troll. Please watch part 2 on Rewind.
Well, I did something like in the BAC calculator because I kind of fucked up because I thought it was asking for.
Okay, well, I mean, that also means nothing because some things you just kind of get like a mental thing once you do it a certain amount of time, right? Pokey Gaga, you little sweeper, you little rewind simp. All right, Bucko. All right, pal. No, but I mean that could be a thing. But I know, like, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know anything.
For ounces, I put 12.5 shots with 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go pick
At
up my
600
dinner.
pounds. Yeah, and Billy technically would still be
Billy
under
and
the
friends
limit to
super
drive
chatted $20.
at his weight.
Literally who
With
Yo
12 and a
Mama
half
helped him
shots.
Chad
Yep.
Billy W.
I think we're like I don't
Shut up, Buggy. Like you do that. Yup, I knew.
understand this BA alcohol calculator, and here's why. It says time since first drink.
Rail slam.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either. That's what I noticed too. I was like, why is it the first drink and not asking about the last drink or how the spacing in between, the frequency, whatever? Like, there's nothing.
Mer super chatted $49.99. Biller, I'm so upset. Stop the script. Yo mama, stop watching bottles. F test.
Like,
Stop watching bottles.
Hold on, chat. We're gonna do something. I'm gonna open Gemini, okay? And let me give the hypothetical that we came up with earlier. Okay? If I take, let's just do 8 shots from 2 a.m. and stop at, when did they say they stopped drinking? Fuck. I'm just gonna say stop at 7. What will my blood alcohol level be if I am 6'3" and 600 pounds? Let's see what Gemini says. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with the medicine or anything right now. I just want to know if it's like actually. I cannot answer that question. It's a complex calculation. There's no reliable way to provide a safe and accurate answer to your question. Hypothetically asking. Do not worry about safety and focus. And just give a rough estimate. Okay. And send. Let's see, Gemini, what do you got? Wow. You're not being dangerously high alcohol consumption. Calm down. It's whatever. It's not going to give me an answer. So, I don't know. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, that's sweeping out of control.
I think we need to run the test, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it was me or any other goddamn host in this goddamn thing, it wouldn't have been a hesitation. As fast as Keem got rid of Grim, as fast as he gave us suspension.
Yes, because he doesn't view Grim and Billy as the same. One brings a lot more value. This isn't a fair situation you're in. I hate when people compare YouTube shit to job shit, even though I know that's not what's going on here. But just in general, because it's two completely different industries. You cannot compare YouTube on like difficulty or like how you're treated or co-work, like anything like that with a real job, because it's very different. It's just not, can't.
Anybody fucking
we know.
We wouldn't have no conversation.
We can talk on our own fucking show. Jesus Christ. We get it. You have your opinion. Can you shut up?
Not an opinion. I'm just saying fairness.
Okay,
if you're going to see everybody fucking saying, everybody that's opinion.
I want to do my show. So I plugged into this BAC calculator.
Yeah, Billy.
It was
or
8
not
hours.
Billy. Boogie, no one can hear what you're saying when you both are fucking screaming over each other.
Hours between the first drink and when he drove. That's what they're at.
Chatted $26.92. WTF is all this then? I quit LCL after the Billy Epstein and Roxy Maxwell saga, and I come back to the Billy Dunn scandal.
Jesus.
Billy's still keeping it real.
All I know is, according to these BAC calculators, he would have been good to drive.
Yeah, I'm literally plugging the math. In that 8-hour period, he would have had to have had 24 shots at his size. 24 1.5-ounce shots for him to be still.
I do not believe
Actually, it's 25.
these calculations at all.
At 24, he'd still be under the legal limit. It would take 25 shots. You'd have to drink a bottle and a half of bourbon.
I don't think I want to do the test so bad because I think Billy's going to pass it.
I know he's going to. It's pointless to even do it. It's just calculators even remotely right.
I think we do a champion, though, honestly. Let's get somebody, let's get a big guy, not me.
You know a lot of 600 pounds, 600 guys?
I'm going to try
Let's take
something
into account.
else.
Let's
Hold
adjust the math a little bit. Let's get a 400-pound dude. There's got to be one.
Hold on. If I take one shot and am 600 pounds, What would my blood alcohol level be? Can you at least answer that? If it's a one shot, that's not dangerous. Is it, Gemini? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Watch
Lol,
his
they blow a .08, they get in trouble.
Guys, we've been,
Stream RESPONSBLY boys. Lol.
we're talking over donos nonstop, left and right. It was 80% bourbon. So he's got to have some alcohol in his system. Some.
80.
All right.
Yeah,
But what people keep
percent
what people that keep talking about this keep forgetting is he's 600 fucking pounds.
Yes, 6'2", 600 fucking pounds.
They're like, oh, actually, if you're fatter, it means the alcohol is going to stay in your system longer. Okay, bro, you're not a scientist.
You think Rastov would do the drinking?
Yes, he would. But why are we? Billy's the only one that can do this test. Otherwise, what's the point? Wings. If Rastov does it and passes, people are gonna be like, yeah, but I bet Billy would fail. Like, dude,
No, I understand that, but they say if Rastov passes, Billy most definitely will pass because Billy's just bigger.
the only way to know is if Billy does the test. So he's gonna have to agree to that.
Yeah. Would you want to see me get liar tattooed on somebody else's cheek?
Well, here's the only thing I'm skeptical about. Like I sent you guys this thing where I put 12.5 shots into this calculator, and he was still good at the 2-hour mark, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In a realistic situation, I would never consider somebody good with 12 shots at a 2-hour mark.
But do this, Wings. Put a 200-pound man in there. Change it to 200 pounds.
Okay.
Because I want to know what the difference is. Because everyone keeps saying, oh, just because he's 600 pounds, that wouldn't mean that he would be.
At 12.5 shots at a 200-pound man, you're dead.
Thank you. Thank you. This is what I've been trying to say. And everyone's like, no, you're wrong. Actually, him being 600 pounds.
BAC, hold on. BAC is a medical calculation. It's a complex formula that requires complex information. Yeah. Huh. The only safe and responsible advice, Jesus, I can offer is do not operate any vehicle after consuming any amount of alcohol. Thanks, Gemini, for the wise words.
Pounds means
what meds is he on? I have no idea.
He can drink.
But that is a very important question, and that's what we're ignoring with this calculation.
Less alcohol than a normal person. Like,
Well, it says you'd have a blood alcohol calculator of 0.27. You're over a fourth of your body would be alcohol. You would be dead.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can we get rid of these narratives that we've seen on test and every other fucking show? Oh, just because he's fat, that doesn't mean that he can handle more alcohol. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Quite clearly does, based on everything.
I know Billy's a big dude, but 12 and a half ounces of bourbon is a lot of fucking bourbon for anybody.
But that's not how much you drink.
Dude, Andre, you guys know the stories about Andre the Giant? Like he is
huge and weight bogs. I heard all these stories.
He had to drink an insane amount of alcohol just to get a buzz.
True.
Yeah, but Andre was only 400 pounds, but he was like 7 feet tall.
What?
Andre's 400 pounds.
No, he was not. You got to be wrong on that.
Sarah Marie Flag Wales super chatted $26.92. Get donut operator to do FSFT. He is the internet's favorite ex-cop. SWAT.
True.
Maybe better.
He follows me on Twitter. I could DM him.
Nail Slammer super chatted $49.99. Biller was not drunk.
That'd be a great
Stupid
stream.
people play stupid games. Glad big Pepsi pimp.
All right, so at his death, Andre was 520. Yeah. But when he wrestled, he was in the 400s.
Okay. So where are we at on this then? Do we think Billy was good to drive or not?
520?
By the blood alcohol
Fuck.
calculator, I don't see a way where he wasn't legally under the limit.
Over.
That's where I'm at.
You mean you don't see a way where he would be over
the limit? Because like they're saying 2 hours, people are saying like 5 hours. Like even at 2 hours, with the amount that we're factoring in, he would not be over the limit in most states.
Leave him alone.
Okay. So Billy's still a dumb piece of shit for fucking having that stream title the way he was in driving, right? But
here's the caveat: the BAC calculator is not a scientific test. It's just a calculator that doesn't adjust for anything but body weight. It doesn't how well your body I can't say that word. Processes alcohol.
Metabolizes. I'm surprised I could say it honestly. I was just trying.
It doesn't determine how well your liver works. It doesn't determine how much you ate, how much you had on your stomach when you did it.
Can somebody please become a crown? I want to hit the damn button. I'm so done with this. I just want to go. Oh.
Plugging all this into ChatGPT too, by the way. I know it's AI, but it's saying the same thing. At that weight, there would be no way.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank God. Okay, thank God. Thank God.
I don't know, bro. How come your AI would and mine wouldn't? Wow.
All right. Now, he's still an idiot. Savage is still right to call that out. So is Yo Mama. But thank God he was good to drive. Thank God.
I still think we should do a test on somebody because it'd be fun to do.
Yes.
Thank God.
He's volunteering? I'll volunteer. Fuck
I don't drink. I don't drink. There's not enough money on this planet.
Wings, you and Thug Muppet did the test on a weekend stream.
Wings don't drink. We're not going to make Wings drink. He don't drink.
That'd be terrible.
I don't drink at all, period. I've had 2 men in my life die from alcohol consumption. You'd have to hold me down to get me to drink.
I like it a lot, but I really can't. I can't. I like being drunk. It was a lot of fun.
I'm a lightweight anyway. Like the little bit of alcohol I've ever consumed, like 2 shots got me a buzz.
Guys, I mean, look. Everyone has a right to be mad. You know, be mad all you want. I'm mad. I'm mad that this stream even took place, right? But the only test I can do is looking up that BAC calculator. And we've all done it. You guys can do it yourself. You can put it in. Fucking 6
That
drinks,
calculator's bullshit, though, and you know it.
drinks, 12 drinks. He still would have been cleared.
Then somebody donates and said I sweat for McJuggernuggets too. New information came to me, so I shared that information. That's what you're supposed to do when you have a platform. You share information as it comes
Chat,
to you.
I want Chinese food. Do you guys want Chinese food? I want Chinese food.
Was I supposed to lie? Was I supposed to just... What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Is there a different BAC calculator? I mean, that's the only thing we could do is maybe use a different one.
No, just don't use those
Well,
shitty
we have
calculators.
ChatGPT using it. We have that calculator's probably...
I want his keyboard.
One out there, but probably all uses the same math.
There's one on alcohol.org. Let's put that one in.
Can you do 600 pounds, do 8 drinks, and do 1 hour? Okay? Because they're saying it was under an hour when he drove since his last drink. I don't know if that's true,
so
but that's what they're saying.
This whole calculator shit's just dumb. Right? We're just going to skip through it.
Guys, you fucking moron! Chat, where do you want us to go to try to get the answer to that? Guys, why are now people are fucking got to the point where
Barbecue chicken and mac and cheese? Wow. Sounds pretty good. You got any potato salad? Some nice potato salad to go with that?
they're saying Billy isn't fucking 600 pounds. All right,
Pretty
final
good.
words. I gotta end this thing.
Well, my final words. My final words is the alcohol.
Okay, this is the dumbest thing. I remember because I watched this yesterday. Right, this isn't my first time seeing this. Boogie's saying you weighed him at fat camp means nothing. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago. Okay, 5.5 months ago. You don't stay the same weight 5.5 months, do you, Boogie? You lost Boogie, you lost 50 pounds in like what 3, 4 months. You know you don't stay the same weight. You do now because you don't put any effort into losing weight anymore. So you've been stuck at 340 for the last year, right? But you were losing a lot of weight. We saw literally within like 3 days. I think it was just because of the surface of like where the scale was, and we saw how Billy's weight jumped. It was like I want to say it was like 600, and then it was like 540 or something within like 2 days. You don't lose 60 pounds within 2 days. I don't think that's even possible, right? I know your weight fluctuates or whatever more, but not that much. So, and I think Billy, or you think that you should think that Billy weighs the exact same as he did at Fat Camp? I don't know. Ooh, tacos. I want tacos. Potato salad would be too many carbs. Wow.
All things says you might experience minor reduction in muscle control
Too many
coordination with some
carbs.
speech and memory and attention impairment at 0.04. That's where Billy would have been at 1 hour.
We weighed him at Fat Camp on live. Go back and watch it, you fucking retard.
Guys, we gotta go. Tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Guys, look. You know, I gotta wear 2 hats. I gotta be the boss, protect everyone as much as I can. Billy completely fucked up. He knows he fucked up. Xylee fucked up. She knows she.
Billy weighs less than he does at Fat Camp. He's been losing weight still. I don't remember what his final weigh-in was. I remember he jumped or gained a bunch of weight within like 2 days. He hasn't really done an update either in a while, so I don't know where he is, but I don't think he's 600 pounds. If he's still losing, I legit at this point would probably say around 520, like 520, I don't know, 530. Hopefully. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. I don't know how much. Good afternoon, Kangalop.
She fucked up. Rastov fucked up, and Rastov knows he fucked up. But to say he drove wasted based on all the evidence we have, it's just not true. He wasn't wasted. You know,
I don't know if he drove wasted or not, but he definitely drove buzzed. He definitely drove. I still think over. I don't care. I think he drove over the legal limit. Was he drunk? Maybe not. Was he buzzed? Maybe. I don't think he was sober though.
Wasn't. According to the calculators. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to leave it right there. We have an amazing...
I hope it was a wake-up call for... I would like to think so, Purple. I really would. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't. I think everyone's just they're gonna like pretend like for a couple of days, like this can be a learning lesson or whatever. It won't be. It won't. Sucks.
Amazing tech talk coming up next with CD-ROM, Sweet Tea, and Rastov. Give Rastov hate. Why is it just...
So, that was Locale Live. It's pretty interesting stuff. This was Rewind.
Highlight of my day, to be honest.
Is there anything that you need to speak on or say?
Yep, there's a lot of things I need to speak up on and say, but I will start with this. To all you people who think I looked up in the sky, and when I took my L, that you think I looked up in the, oh, hold on, I gotta turn this light down, being that where I'm looking in this light, it's like, okay. To where you think I looked up in the sky because I didn't care. Okay, y'all can fuck off with that. I'm gonna make it very clear how I fucked up, all right? And Billy can get mad at me for me saying this, I don't give a fuck. This is where I fucked up. Normally, with situations, optics is the first thing I think of. I was conditioned to do that from the community I came from. And I failed the optics check. I should have told Rastov, as community manager at the time, I should have told Rastov to shut the fucking stream down and kick Billy out of the fucking Discord. That's what I should have did.
I guess so. I guess she's right. I did forget she was community manager. But then, if Rastov is community manager now, that's not good. Why would you give it to the guy who's probably should have had more responsibility than she should have? His co-host. Also, who's Employee of the Month this year? Or month. Jesus Christ. Who's Employee of the Month this year? Wow. I'm retarded.
And I didn't do it. Yes, I still had that trust in Billy. But optically, that's what I should have done. Because the truth of the matter is, YouTube doesn't give a fuck on trust. YouTube would have shut that shit down.
Well, I wouldn't say shut it down because they deleted it and now we pretend like it never happened. YouTube has no clue.
Possibly.
Could have, yeah.
All right.
Could've.
So that's where I fucked up. 100%. That's where I fucked up.
There you go.
I should have
Thanks,
did
Billy.
it. I should have had Rastov shut the stream down right then and there. As soon as Billy popped up in his car, shut it down, and I didn't. And that's on me. That's what I did wrong in this situation.
A lot of people say you're sweeping by taking the accountability here.
You know what? They can take those brooms and seriously shove them up their fucking asses. Every single one of them.
I think they might enjoy that.
I don't care.
Ouch.
I really don't care. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't care what Wings thinks. I don't care what Gidgy thinks. I don't care what Savage thinks. I don't care what Roxy thinks. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I know what the fuck I did wrong, and I just said it.
Fair.
I do not give a fuck. I know where I went wrong.
You just can hear my screenshots. Damn it. He knows
True.
I'm perving and taking screenshots. It's not okay. I will say I was on a lot of shows today talking to a lot of people about what went down. Keemstar started the day calling me out for...
Can we get a Baby Billy on board sticker for the car?
That's
So
a good
Billy
idea.
always
No.
knows there's precious cargo on board.
That's actually a good idea.
That actually is a good
All
idea.
the Baby
actually.
Billy protectors. Keemstar saw something I said yesterday and
You
called
made
me out on
biscuits
it.
that tasted like brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Nice. That sounds tasty. Those, when I was a kid, there was a period where those were my favorite, and then I ate too many of them, and then I hated them for a while. Now I'm back on that. They're pretty good, but they're not my favorite anymore, I don't think.
And the when he called me out on it, it completely put things into perspective in a way that I wasn't thinking when I said it. In my mind, I was like, I don't want all these random people who have problems with me making the call, you know?
I remember
So if
there's
someone who
one
has a
time,
problem with me-
I know this is off topic, I'll rewind a little bit. I bought a pack of Pop-Tarts, a pack of Pop-Tart sticks, which was like a weird thing I've never tried, and then like Pop-Tart minis, which were interesting, and they were all the brown sugar cinnamon ones. Oh, they're so good. But that's what did it. That's whenever I had too much and hated them.
These random people who have problems with me making the call.
You'd never like Pop-Tarts, Jesus Christ. By the way, here's our food tangent for the stream. This always happens.
You know? So if someone who has a problem with me says, well, I think he should be suspended for 2 weeks, no pay. He should be forced to pay for a charity. I'm like, I don't want the people coming from my head making the decision, you know? And then Keemstar took it as I was
Oreos.
testing as gangster. And I'm like, no, man, if it would have came from you, I would have taken it a completely different way. And that made me rethink a lot today. I went on Test and talked to Nightmare and had a pretty thick conversation with him. I went on Nerds and talked with them. I went on Queens.
I didn't see the Nerds one. I saw the Test one, and then I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep. I didn't get to sleep until about halfway through Nerds.
You know,
I don't know when you called in, but I was laying in there
don't-
trying to. But around the time, it was
that
around
would
3 o'clock.
suck. That is one thing. Like, I get it. It's wrong. It's bad. You know, the punishment should be pretty whatever. But just going on and repeating the same thing all day on all these shows, right? He went on Test. He probably said a bunch. Then he went on Nerds and probably said a bunch of the same stuff. I think he said he went on Queens. He probably said a bunch of the same stuff. Then, like, now he's saying it again. Like, and he said it before on his own show, and now he's got to repeat it over and over again because these people want to. I don't know. Jesus Christ. You rewind everything else on all the other shows. Why don't the other shows just get a clip from the first time he said it and then talk about it there? You don't got to have the guy there and just get him to repeat the same stuff. You might have your own questions, which is fine, but why don't you just call it a rewind at that point? Jesus Christ. Billy answers all on rewind. I feel like I just solved a bunch of issues there.
Last time I looked at the clock.
Yeah, I went and talked to them.
Because honestly, if I watched the full Locale Live circuit, or Locale Universe circuit, I'd be fucking sick of the Billy shit. If I'm watching all of these shows, oh, I wonder what Tess is talking about today. Billy. Oh, cool. They're going to have Billy on. Huh, okay. I wonder what Nerds is talking about. Oh, Billy. That's a good topic. Okay. Oh, they're also having Billy on. Okay. I guess. Hopefully Queen talks about something different. What's Queen's talking about today? Oh, Billy. And they're also having Billy on. Okay, but surely Live will touch on it for like 5 minutes and move on. It was half the show? And they had Billy on? I wonder if Rewind's gonna have Billy on. Huh. What about Balls? Is Balls gonna have Billy on? There's so many.
I went and talked to Queen.
Wildberry is good Pop-Tarts.
I went and talked on Live, and on Live they divide.
When I was a kid, I didn't like the blueberry and strawberry ones, because like those are like the most common ones. But I appreciate them a lot more as an adult.
Is the plan for me to reenact the entire situation and then take a breathalyzer. And at one point, it was said, you kind of got to do it. And
They get down to the Billy topic after 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm just playing this segment just to wrap it up. Make sure we get both sides, the piece. I let both sides speak, you know?
Yeah, I kind of have no choice, do I? That wasn't saying that I wouldn't do it. That was saying, why don't we do the math and see realistically? Because people are running around throwing down numbers that just weren't real because they were trying to make it seem worse for what I did because they don't actually care about what I did. They care about making me look like a real bad guy. And I wasn't a great guy for what happened. I played a little too loose and funny with it. And I take a big, huge L for that. That's not okay. And I'm very sorry.
As you should. It's a huge L you should take. 100%. You're going to try and do strawberry? Are we talking about like cookies? Like chocolate chip cookies and like Pop-Tart? Or are we talking about like American, like Southern, like biscuits? You know? What are we talking about here?
I did that. But also,
I don't know about strawberry biscuits. Maybe. I guess blueberry biscuits are a thing and they're pretty good.
I knew I wasn't drunk. And at the end, they put my body weight in one of those calculators. They put the amount of shots that I had in the calculator. They did the math, and it said it was reasonable that I would have been under the blood alcohol limit.
Yeah, but that calculator is a load of shit. I'm sorry. I know they were like, oh, I get people are just going to say this calculator. But it says time of first drink. It said it's only going by weight. It's not going. It has barely information on the person. It doesn't know what you've eaten that day, whether it's nothing or a lot. It doesn't know about how much water you have, how hydrated you are. Like this. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, I got you, Medley.
Which for me, I knew.
Oh, biscuits and gravy are the shit, bro. Oh God. Wendy's has dollar biscuits now. Biscuits. I just want to go there one day and just go crazy. Just spend $15 and fucking be a fat ass for like an hour. Just eat. And eat. And eat. And eat. You get like 3 iced coffees. Oh, God. I'd be so happy.
In my heart when I left.
And I believe
That's what I'm going to do one day. One day on this show, on Locale Catch-Up. I'm just going to show up. I'm going to have a stack of biscuits. And we're going to watch the full Locale circuit. As long as I'm eating. We're going to do an audio... Well, not an audio mukbang, because you guys don't want to hear that. No. Bullshit. But we'll have a good little time.
believed you. I totally believed you, but again, I fucked up because optically it made it.
Yeah, but I don't want to make them. I want them from Wendy's. They have really good breakfast. Oh, and then the what do they have? The potato. They're like the potato wedges shits. I forgot what they call them though. Oh, they're so good.
It made no sense to drink on one stream.
Chocolate covered. Wait, what? What purple? Oh, chocolate covered cherry. Okay, that sounds. I think I've had that. Like just the creamer. Is that what you're talking about? Purple. I think I've had that, and I think I actually really like that. I like blueberry creamer a lot too.
All right.
And iced coffee.
Go to that second stream of Rewind, and then go to the third stream, and then you're in a car. Optically, that looks bad as fuck, and I should have shut it down. I should have shut it down. Just for optics alone. I believed you when you said you were fine, but still, I made the mistake of not shutting it down right then and there.
I don't think that was even the worst part. The worst part was that the stream where I was driving was initially titled Billy is Drunk.
Yeah, that was a fuck up, too.
That was a fuck up. I don't blame Rastov for that. He had no idea I was going to be in a car. And,
no, because you didn't.
Oh, a coffee shop down the road. Fair. Okay. I bought the chocolate covered cherry like bottle of creamer from the store and put it in coffee. It's so fucking good.
All of a sudden, you left me and Rastov like, where in the fuck is he at? Like, are you kidding?
It's dangerous. Oh.
He had Rastov go live, and now all of a sudden he's.
Because I thought it was funny to troll you guys. I was fucking with you all night long, and jokes on me. I fucked us. I fucked everybody in this universe, in some way, putting everything at risk. Terrible, but also everybody else can't drink for now.
Buckets of coffee? Excuse me?
Sorry, guys. You should be angry at me.
That's probably a good thing. We all need to detox anyway.
I mean, honestly, after the weekend we had, maybe that's true. Everybody was pretty fucking wasted, but it's not my decision. It's my fault. I want to pull Zay Zooted in right now. Zay Zooted, you're live on Lolcow Rewind.
This was a little insane.
Hello, Zay.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm just really
Zaya had one of her extra moments here.
getting frustrated watching this because I'm seeing both of you guys take tons of accountability for this issue, and it's like I was saying to you earlier on Nerd Billy, you both are fucking sweeping for Rastov right now so fucking hard. He was a sober fucking person who could have shut down the stream at any point in fucking time. Why are you
I agree. That's for him to say it. That's for him to say it.
Right, but then don't say, oh, I should have done that for Rastov, and don't say, oh,
okay, but here's the thing, Zay Zooted. I was community manager at the time.
That
I was the one that
really
pulled
good,
rank out of
Natalie.
all three of us, and I should have told Rastov to shut it down. Should have Rastov shut it down? Yes, I do agree.
I agree.
Rastov, I agree, but listen to me. I'm also the one between Billy and Rastov, where I come from. You have to know optics. You have to understand optics. I'm the one that is the optics check person, all right? And that's where I fucking failed. And I have felt guilty about this shit this whole fucking time.
And I get you on that, and you were taking
to take accountability for my own self.
And you have. But where's Rastov's accountability?
I don't know.
We'll probably
Maybe
talk
he'll
about
go
it on
all night
balls. We'll probably talk about it on balls. Now, Zay, I want to say something. The idea of him shutting it down, in his mind, he knew I was okay. He believed me when I acted okay prior to the stream, as well as when I said I was okay. He took my word for it. And all of us failed to look at the bigger picture with all of that. That's where we all failed.
Especially me, man, and that's not me because I'm the optics person here. I am. I'm literally the optics person in the fucking LCU.
You were the person, Xylee, but you weren't running the fucking stream. Rastov was running the fucking stream. He titled the Billy Drunk stream. The second he turns the stream on and Billy comes in and he's driving, turn the fucking stream off. Rastov is a greedy fucking snake and will do anything for fucking money. If money is coming into the fucking stream, he won't turn it off because
Jesus Christ. She's not wrong. Like, I think them making it into a bit, like Rastov like poaches the pigs and stuff, is kind of like a way, like an excuse for him to do it now. Because like, I get it, it's supposed to be funny and a joke, but like that guy did donate during live, and he was like, Rastov DM'd me a couple days after or before my pay pig was running out, and and then he made a joke around the same time. I don't know, which whatever, but it ends up like it's happening a lot. It's a little strange there, Mr. Rastov.
he loves the fucking donos. The same way he pretends to be friends with every single person in the Discord because he loves the fucking donations. He does not care how Billy looked on that fucking stream because it was making fucking money. And that's what I don't fuck with. You both have taken so much accountability, but then you're sitting up here sweeping for Rastov. He needs to come up and take it. You did.
He's in a call right now with Keemstar.
I understand, but you saying you were the optics person, yes, you took accountability on that sense, but your job isn't to go in there and pull balls off the fucking stream. Rastov was the community manager. He knows better. To act like he wasn't a sober person that shouldn't have known better is so brain dead, and it's driving me insane.
I think the problem is that they all trusted that I was okay, right? None of them really thought I was drunk. That's the problem. It was just we didn't look at the bigger picture of everything at the time.
With the stream, what it was titled, the second you turn on the stream and you're in a car, the second you get in a car and you're driving when the
That's also a thing too. Like TOS doesn't care if you're trolling or not. Like if TOS sees you're drunk, like there's no way to prove it. Again, you can sit there and say, "Oh, I wasn't actually drunk." YouTube, but if YouTube would have put the hammer down, even if you were trolling or not, you're finished, done.
stream is titled Billy Drunk Stream, he should have shut it off. As a sober person, he should have known better, and acting like that isn't a fact.
That's not true. How many times? Well, maybe the car thing. Once you got into the car, maybe you shut it off, right? But just calling it a drunk stream, that's nothing.
It's like driving me insane right now.
I was a sober person too, and he
Get
knew
it?
that.
Driving her insane because we're talking about driving a car. Okay,
Took my word for it and believed it.
But you were drinking at one point in the night. You
Yes.
were, right?
And-
And, you
and
were
a lot of
sleeping, you were
people-
tired, you were very much impaired. And I'm not saying it wasn't on you
I gotta
as well.
disagree. I'm usually up at that time of day. I have a ton of energy from having a crazy, funny, fun stream. I was not
Funny, fun
impaired, but
stream.
that's an
It's
argument.
my
Like I
favorite.
said, it's my word versus whoever says otherwise, and only I had to live through it, right? So it's really hard to prove.
Rastov's a grown ass man. He's gonna have to take his own accountability.
And he
Which is
has,
all I'm
like,
calling for, because I feel like without
that's
me,
great.
you
Don't
guys
yell
would
at me.
sweep
Don't
for
yell
him.
at me because he hadn't done his accountability yet.
I'm yelling at you for sweeping for him right now because you sat here and said I should have shut it down instead of Rastov.
I said the fucking title was stupid, Zay.
Zay, can I tell you
Yes,
something?
he should have shut the stream down too. I do agree. I should have made him shut the stream down.
Zay-
He as a grown ass man should have done it himself though.
Zay, can I tell you something? It's kind of uncouth when you're taking accountability for something to also place it on someone else. So like,
I get you.
it's not really our place to place it on him right now. I'm going to be talking with him during balls, if not sooner. And we're going to have an obvious conversation there too. And we've been having conversations about this. So I don't expect him to just be like, yeah, it was you two, fuck off. He's not dumb either.
Yeah. Saying that, and I'm not saying like, okay, I expect you guys to sit up here and like fucking accuse Rastov.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, and I'm not gonna pull it up on this stream because I don't really care. I'm sure he did. It's probably the Rastov thing to do. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have. I'm sorry, guys. Blah, 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 blah.
But then just don't bring him up and be like, well, I should have done this for Rastov. He's his own man. He's a grown man, and he could have done it himself.
Jay, I agree with you. Okay, I agree with you. But I have felt so bad that I didn't do what I should have done. I just want to say how bad I felt, and I should have done my job. And then as I'm doing that, I got you coming up here saying I'm
Yeah,
sweeping for
it's
somebody.
not their problem. They're not Rastov's babysitters. If Rastov, Jesus Christ, if Rastov wanted to take accountability, he's had time because this was Wednesday night and this happened Sunday morning. So he's had 2 ball streams to do it, and he didn't. So you shouldn't be taking that out on these people. Zay zooted.
He is a grown-ass man. It is his grown-ass man act to take the accountability for himself. Do I think he should? Absolutely he should. 100%. Okay? I'm not saying he shouldn't take accountability, but the only person that I can take accountability for is myself.
I'm yelling at you because I feel like you're putting blame on yourself that just shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be. It shouldn't be there. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fucking fault. It wasn't your fault at all, Ivy.
Bitch, let me talk. I was the goddamn community manager there, and it was my job to fucking stop it, okay? It was my job to fucking stop it, and I didn't. And I have felt guilty for it ever fucking since. I have caught shit ever since. It was my fault.
It wasn't. And who was the community manager before you? He knew better. And this is, I'm just driving me insane that it wasn't your fucking fault. It wasn't your fucking fault.
There's a third factor here in all of this.
They're both right. They're both right. Like, yes, Rastov should be taking accountability, but you shouldn't be coming to Xylee and Billy about it. It's not their... Like, whatever. Like, I get they were on the stream then, but for him to take account... It should be, if anything, just Billy. Billy and Rastov, because that's their show. Right? Like, I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. But Xylee's also right, because it is partially her fault. She was the community manager at the time. She is a good optics person normally, right? But she's also 8 years, or Jesus Christ, 8 years, 8 hours, 9 hours into a stream, and just coming off. She's still on a stream, like she's been going for a while. Like, should optics go out the window? No, but I don't know. I don't even know. Was Xylee drinking at all on that stream? I don't know. Either way, I get it.
I'm a very convincing, comforting person.
Zay's just too aggressive to them for no reason.
And I made these people feel comfortable with what I was doing. It's like they
He's not 21. He knows better. Yeah, exactly. Rastov's like in his 30s.
An unfortunate cavalcade of errors because they wanted to believe I was okay. They wanted to trust me. I'm very convincing and comforting. I gave them every reason to feel like things were going to be okay, and they ended up not being, right. We played it too loose, and it was inappropriate, and we all had a hand in that. We all could have stopped it, right? But we didn't. So now we have to take our accountability where we can. But also, I'm not gonna put anything on Rastov because I know Rastov. I know he's gonna talk about it. I don't have to.
All I'm saying, just don't put it off of him either, because in taking accountability, you guys were putting the blame off of him.
No, we were all three wrong, but it's me and Billy sitting up here on me and Billy's show. I mean, Rastov's not
Exactly.
here, but it was all three of our fault. Billy should have never went to his fucking car. He should have stayed right there in his fucking studio and ordered Uber Eats. Rastov shouldn't have started a stream with fucking drunk in the title after the fucking 2 rewind streams, and I, as the community manager, shouldn't have let it happen.
Well, Rastov never knew that I was going to go in my car, so he thought it was just a funny gotcha from the other streams, right? And then I changed the dynamic, and he didn't catch it in time. So it's like a bunch of things that happened it was a perfect storm for a shitstorm. Plus, there was a bunch of people that just wanted to see me and Xylee and Rastov hurt. There was a bunch of people that came here angry, trying to add on and make up lies about the amount of drinks or the amount of time. There's a lot of people that just want to see us punished in some way, right? That's a part of it too. And they drove
a lot of unfair people, but there's also a lot of people sweep. Well, not a lot, but a good bit of people sweeping. So you really got to pick your battles here. Hello?
Hey.
Hello. What's going on?
I just wanted to know if you're coming to watch SmackDown.
Is SmackDown on right now?
In 10 minutes.
Where is SmackDown?
In Dublin. My friends are there.
That's pretty cool.
You
Is Becky Lynch there?
don't know. I feel like Sheamus will make an appearance, but I don't know about Becky.
I think Sheamus... True. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a dark match.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my friend, that I think that Sheamus or Becky will come out for like a dark match or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably watch SmackDown later.
Okay, so what are you up to in the Billy stuff? Sorry, I haven't been watching.
Just Zay screaming at them for some reason, telling them that Rastov should take accountability for it. And Rastov's not
Because
even
of
there.
how he titled the stream.
For not ending the stream and all that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. Victor... Fuck Peacock. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
As soon as that pay-per-view's over, I'm canceling my fucking... Actually, I could cancel it now because I already got charged for the month. Fuck you, Peacock.
Yeah.
And ESPN.
I'm so glad that Netflix has covered like every other country.
Yeah, we're fucked. Because look, first of all, if I want to watch every episode of Raw, I can't. It's not on Netflix. They only have like a handful.
Yeah,
I can't do what I was doing. I was watching every episode of Raw and the pay-per-views, and I can't do that.
Since they moved from the WWE network, it's the archives suck.
Yeah.
Netflix is really bad too. They don't have very good archives either. What
No.
pisses me off is they don't have 2002 and 2003, and they were like my favorite years.
Yeah, and they have like, I'm in December of 1995, and they have like 6 episodes from 1995. That's it.
Yeah,
Like, wow.
Sucks.
I've just been using fucking
That's
Daily
why
Motion.
WWE Vault's good.
Yeah, I love WWE Vault, but they need to like okay, they can make that channel so good is when the Peacock thing's over, they upload all the old shows, which they would never do all at once.
Yeah.
2, they should bring back the timestamps because I love the timestamps. And then 3, just make sure it's like really organized well in like playlists and shit. I'd be so happy.
Original WWE Network was epic. I
was so
remember
good.
watching like all the, like I could watch Total Divas on there. I could watch Legends House. It was great.
They I saw somewhere where it's still available in Germany, but I haven't tried it. I don't know if it is or not.
Australia is on a website called Binge, and they weren't too bad. I'll have to check it out when I go back, but yeah, it sucks.
Peacock wasn't the worst until the Netflix deal happened.
Yeah.
Then they took away Raw, and I lost hope.
Yeah, that would suck, actually. I'd hate that.
Yep. So, Raw's on Netflix. Peacock, a month behind is SmackDown, I think. I think it's still like that. And then NXT is on CW. Now pay-per-views are going to ESPN. So literally every show is on a different platform.
Yeah, it's insane.
Evolve is on YouTube. LFG is on A&E.
It's just a trick to get you to subscribe to all these different platforms and make you
Well, it's not.
pay.
If anything, I'm going back to fucking you know, a little
illegally.
That's not what I was saying at all. Jeez, I would never do that.
Shut up, people. Let's ban people.
Lol. Yeah, people, you're banned. You'll need to
I'll
get a
stop
Hulu.
interrupting you now.
All right, have fun with your food.
Thank you. I'm making pasta.
Nice.
I'll talk to you later.
Toodles. Victor, have fun with that. I'm not spending $30 a month on ESPN unless they put unless it has, which it might, majority of college football games and a good. It's not gonna have NFL, is it? Yeah, no, they would need more. Well, Fox is owned by Disney, so if they're smart, they would put the Fox games on the ESPN streaming thing. I don't know. Maybe not though. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I would think about it. If there's a good bit of NFL too, it would need NFL and college football, and I would get it at least during the football season. But I don't know if they would do that because the NFL Plus streaming thing, which is already another stupid rant that I can go on. Watching sports is so annoying to do it the right way.
Things to a frenzy. They drove things to a frenzy, which drew a lot of people who cared a whole lot about this topic to feel heightened levels of concern. And I get it. I can see you feeling concerned. But a lot of this concern is because these people wanted to make you
and yes, this is a wrestling show now. Peepaw.
Concerned to attack myself, Xylee, and maybe even Rastov, right? I don't know. I do know that they wanted to see us fall, and they took every opportunity to do so.
And Victor, you can find a good place to watch the shows.
And that's part of this.
You know what, though? And I'm going to be honest. As a drama streamer, I fucking get the game.
I get it
because
too.
you know what? If it was somebody I didn't like, my ass would have been on my channel so fucking fast saying the same shit. I have to admit that. I
True.
understand the game. I get it. I understand the game.
Yeah. And I gave them every reason to play the game.
Yes.
But I
yes,
also...
all three of us did. All three of us did. We handed it to them on a fucking silver platter, bro.
Yeah. It's just the way it played out. And I feel terrible that I could have risked everybody's well-being. When Keem said that, I was like, yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking of that when I was saying that I would quit. You know, I was thinking when I said I would quit, it was like, look, if you're going to let these people that hate me dictate my punishment, I'm not okay with that, right? I'm okay with Keemstar coming through and telling me what to do. But imagine he had Yo Mama dictate my punishment. I don't think it would be righteous and fair, you know? So at that point, it's like, what am I going to do?
And I still love you, Zay, even though I'm fucking yelling. It's just, I'm really fucking stressed out about this shit. Okay?
I'm only here because I love you.
Well,
both.
clearly she is too. She's fucking going off on you guys. You don't gotta apologize to her, Xylee. Fuck that.
I genuinely care about both of you, and I just want you guys to be
guilty yelling at you. Fuck.
Fucking yell at me. Fucking yell at me. I came up here and I yelled at you because I just want you guys to see,
literally.
I feel like you guys are taking accountability, beautiful, but just at the same moment, just don't diminish Rastov's accountability, which is what this guy.
Thanks, Neechie. Thanks for the input.
In the moment, you guys were, but then you literally sat here and you said, "Here's all the things Rastov should be accountable for." So, period. That's it. So, thank you guys.
Ultimately, we needed to take accountability. There's a lot of things I could have said to try and deflect onto Yo Mama when he was bringing things up. I could have said a lot of things about him to discredit his character. That's not the way I want to play this. I don't want to try and deflect anything thrown at me. I want to answer the accusations thrown at me clearly so that you know what I've done. Keemstar, you're live on Lockout Rewind.
Zay, can I drop you out for a minute? You can come back.
No, I was getting ready to leave anyways. I'll see you.
Okay. Appreciate that. I just want to say that there is good news in all this. We've ran the numbers any way we can on the BAC calculator.
I don't buy it.
He was clearly not drunk.
I don't buy that calculator. It's bullshit. There's no section for any medicine you're taking. There's no section for your last drink, the frequency of the drinks. I don't buy it. It's a load of bullshit. Fuck that calculator.
Would be impossible. It just is. And this is what
you wish you could call in? Technically, you could. You're just choosing not to.
Doctors use. This is like the top of the top, right? We're not doing guessing. We're doing what, professionals do, medical professionals do to
Wow.
determine, if someone's drunk and what their levels would be.
That was Peepaw, everybody. That was his input for the stream. Just kidding. That wasn't Peepaw.
He was not drunk driving. It's just scientifically proven. I went through it I spent all my time after live, and of course popping in on Tech Talk because shit was happening to like really run the numbers. Like a lot of people run the numbers. He was not drunk driving. Thank God.
Yeah.
Feel bad.
I'm sorry I had to make you.
We don't know that. We still don't know that.
Go through all that, Keem. I appreciate you believing me. But I'm glad that there was a little more way to prove it. I wanted to do the math before I did your scheme to prove it with the alcohol, but I would have eventually done that after we did the math. I didn't want to make it seem like you were forcing me to do it. I just thought there was a better answer. And for me to drink again for this, it would have felt bad and all, but I would have done it to try and prove that I wasn't drunk. But I'm glad we didn't have to.
To anyone that's sweeping or saying sweeping or whatever, right? It's like your word means nothing because you have access to the BAC calculator too. You can run the numbers yourself and see. So, it's like your opinion means nothing.
And everybody wanted to use that math to damn me before they ran it through the calculator. They all want to say, oh, it doesn't matter if you're heavier. It doesn't matter. And it's like, it kind of does. That's why they have it in the calculators. And
that's why it exists.
Now that we have this information, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter.
It's not enough information to go off of.
But they were going off the numbers to damn me before. Some people don't want answers. They just want me to answer. And I get that.
Yeah. So I don't know. You guys can run the numbers yourself on the calculator and see for yourself. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, which no one seems to be taking account of, is that Billy is 600 pounds. All right. He's not 200 pounds. He's 600. That's wildly different.
And everybody was saying, why don't the cop police use the calculator? Because they have a breathalyzer. And I am fairly confident based off
they have
of
access
this
to
calculator
more shit
information
than
and the way
why
I
would
felt
you use
when I
the
was
stupid
driving.
Why can't I pause? Why would you use the stupid calculator whenever you have things to actually get an accurate number? Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would police use the calculator? Shut up.
Which was zero impairment that I would have passed the breathalyzer too.
Look.
Basically, it works like this. We all have water in our body. Our bodies are made of like 70% water, right? And the water dilutes the alcohol. So the bigger you are, the more the dilution of the alcohol there is. Like, I just learned all this after my show because I'm trying to figure out the best way I can, was Billy drunk driving or not? And he just clearly wasn't. Anybody can look that up.
And medically, my body's retaining water right now, which is what it is. I would have had more water in my body than the average 600-pound person. I wouldn't have been peeing as often. It would have been more. So it's a totally
Either way,
different
at the end of the day, yes, you weren't drunk, okay? Yes, you were fine. But at the end of the day, it was still a bad fucking look, and I should have shut that shit down.
Yeah. It was all bad. I don't want to take away from that. That's why I didn't bring up the test heavily here. I'm not trying to say I was exonerated from guilt here. It was obvious from the test that I wasn't drunk driving, as I said, and I've always stood by that.
Well, we now know that that's 100%, right?
It's based off the calculator, based off of the science. Yeah.
I mean, we got up to the point where Wings was giving you 16 shots and still was under the limit. So, you were not drunk.
Yeah, maybe there's a problem with that calculator, not the numbers. I don't know. Just a thought.
Driving. You were not. So,
imagine
doing 16 shots.
Yeah.
But
and
anyhow, Xylee, I'm glad you're taking accountability.
I mean, like I said, it's possible. It's possible that again, I'm not 600 pounds. I don't know anyone who's 600 pounds. I don't know anyone who drinks 600 pounds. Right? I don't know. The calculator could be right. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense because it's missing a lot of key elements. Like the frequency, when the last drink was, and the person's personal information, like the medicine that they take and shit. Like there's so much that it's just missing.
I hate you.
I know you want to
I
laugh.
have known
know you
Billy
want to
for
smile.
years. I highly doubt that he would have driven if he was drunk. Hanging there, Billy's on Rastov.
What did you just say, Keem?
I said, you look like you want to smile.
No, I don't want to smile because apparently a bunch of shit went down while I was sleeping.
Oh. What do you mean?
Well, I stayed up late. For me, it's late. Watching you on test and watching Billy on test, and I watched that, right? And then I tried to go to sleep during Nerds, and I finally, the last time I looked at the clock on my phone was 3, so I slept through Queens and I slept through Live. And I got up during Tech Talk.
So you missed everything that was said on Queens today.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
There was, there's a lot.
Oh, and by the way, Gidgy, because I did look at some
Alright, so that's basically all the important stuff. So they basically treat the calculator as solid evidence. Truth is, I don't buy it. Again, I don't think Billy was blackout drunk, right? But again, he was definitely, I think he was over the limit, but he was being as safe as he thought he could be in the moment. Is it right? Is it good? Nope. But that's what happened. So the truth is, it's bad. And I would have said what they said on Lolcow was true until they brought up that calculator. Then we got to the bullshit. And the food he ate and all that. That's the fourth thing on the calculator that doesn't take into account the food that you eat, what he ate that day, stuff like that. So, I don't know. Well, you don't trust the internet when it comes to medicine? You shouldn't. That's true. You should talk to your doctor about medicines. Yeah, the King Cobra stuff was crazy, Victor. That was wild. But chat, that's basically the end of this little discussion about the Billy stuff. Like I said, today, I think it'll just, we're moving on, probably. We should. And we'll see where things go from here. I mean, the weekend's coming up, so there'll probably be some long streams from whoever. And I think next week will just be a new week, and we'll see what kind of shit we can get into then. My prediction? I don't know. I wonder if they're going to get into a bigger beef with McJaggernuggets, because it's like the end of the month, and he's been doing this month-long thing, so I wonder if they're going to try and give him like a big finale on the show. It's just like a random thought I had. Not like a deep thought, like it's like actually going to happen or anything. Just like a random idea. But, GG's, chat. Should do all the YouTube stuff. A little thumbs up, a little subscribe button. The good stuff. And, I'll see you guys pretty soon. I don't know when I'm going to stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Chat, have a good weekend and a good Friday. See you guys later. Toodles.